Alright, here we go. Okay, what to say? This game is not suitable for children or the easily disturbed. That's a weird way of saying it. It includes depictions of horror elements, human/animal violence and death, abuse/abusive relationships, disturbing images, loud noises, flashing images/lights, and more individuals suffering from anxiety, depression, or certain fears/phobias may not have a safe experience playing this game. For a full list of content/trigger warnings, go to the About section in the game's main menu. Sirens. This is your warning. Click off. See you in the next one. Yeah, agree. Yes, please. Hello, and welcome to Do Not, and I mean not, take this cat home. What is this? So apparently this is where it includes all, like, the lists. Whoa, oh my, oh, holy shit. How can you fit this much into one fucking... cosmic horror? Alright then, let's just start. Okay, this is a visual novel, hold on. Alright. Let's do this shit. You're not having a great day, as usual. Well, bit depressing. I guess I did say that, so... Oh, great. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. But in the middle of your walk, it starts to rain. Typical. But... maybe this is just a sign that you should have stayed home today. Yeah, you can always try again tomorrow. Right? You turn to head home when... don't do it, no! Oh, what was that? There are only a few people around on the street. Makes sense to the increase of missing persons around the area recently, okay? And the weather. But none of them react to sound at all. Another sign, you should just ignore it. Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a dark, dingy alleyway. You timidly enter the alleyway and walk forward. The ground dampened by the rain makes your steps sound louder and more confident than you actually feel. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the cold and dim light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box... it's a cat! Huh? Guess that should have been obvious. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. Oh. It puts its paws, it puts its front paws on the edge of the box and looks up at you. Oh, he meowed. Whoa, cute. So cute. And it definitely knows it does. Look at that. We never had much of an opinion one way or another about cats before. But if they're all like this one, it's a shock they haven't already found a way out to rule this. They did in ancient Egypt. You don't think you'd mind bowing down to a feline overlord? You look around the alleyway with a small frown. Who leaves cats in cardboard boxes these days? Wouldn't they just jump out and leave the box eventually? Probably. But he knows it too. The cat doesn't answer you. Obviously. It also doesn't do as you suggest and leave the box. It's just looking at you, as if waiting for you to make the next move. Okay, we're gonna put a safe spot here. We're not good. With a sigh, you take a decisive step back. As cute as the cat is, you really can't afford to be taking a pet on a whim. Rent's coming up soon, and your job doesn't exactly leave you rolling in dough. You give the cat a sad nod. Sorry, good luck out there, okay? You turn around and leave the cat in the alley behind. Rain's picking up. Oh, his meow getting more faint. Time to head home. Ending? Niata full. We did it! We beat the game, guys! No. I guess we can skip. Up until here, yes, okay. Take cat home. You know what? Pick up Elliot. You reach into the box and pick the cat up, holding it out in front of you. Why not? He seems happy. You're all alone, and well, I'm kind of in the same boat myself, so... You bring the cat close. I didn't realize it was shivering until just then, but it slowly breathes as easier as it presses into your chest. Why not stick together, right? At least for a little while. Hold on, I need my gamer subs. Nice. I'm not gonna read out the cat. You think a little while will probably be more like a day. You'll be responsible and take it to a shelter tomorrow, but for now... let's get you out of here in the rain, okay? Here we go, back home. You stop by a small local pet store for some cat food, then head home. You live in a modest apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. 1 you living alone in. 1 you living alone in it. Oh, it took me a while to get what that meant. So it feels weird having another living being inside it after so long. Even if it is just a cat. Oh, Jesus Christ, I should stop recording so late in the day. My eyes. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you watch for a moment as it curiously explores the new environment. Leaving the feline to its own devices, you set about making the both of you some dinner. Jesus. You take out the can of cat food and open it with the tab on top. Whoa! Put some cat food on the saucer and click your tongue to call the cat over to you. It perks up at your beckoning and rushes over. It looks at the plate of food. And completely wow. Though hungry, I guess. You try not to let it annoy you. The cat doesn't understand the concept of money to appreciate that you spent your hard-earned cash on it. It's just a cat, after all. I'll just leave it here if you get hungry later, okay? The cat rubs its body against your legs with a purr. You smile. That's enough of a thanks for you. It follows you into the kitchen as you start your own dinner. You said that you have enough ingredients for a sandwich. Bread toasted, mayo and mustard spread, turkey and cheese and lettuce, perfectly placed. Ow! You went to secure your finger on the knife while slicing the band. Stupid! Feel a little embarrassed for such a blunder inside, tossing the knife onto the cutting board. You're about to head to the bathroom for a bend when the cat hops on the counter. It sniffs the knife and meows almost pointedly at you. Don't worry, I'm alright. It's just an... You watch as the cat starts to lick lightly but enthusiastically at the blood on the knife. At your blood. You're so shocked by the time you come to your senses the knife has already been completely licked clean. The cat sits back, staring at you. You feel a little uneasy? I mean, sure, cats are meat-eating predators, but that was a little weird, right? Sure, you're no cat expert, but that was definitely not something an ordinary cat would do. Right? It's smaller text. Well, regardless, you're not about to abandon a cat in need while it's still raining outside, not after all your efforts. You were going to take it to the shelter tomorrow anyway, with one night of awkwardness. Weird or not, it's just a cat. Swear to God, if my cat ever did that. The rest of the evening unfortunately goes downhill from here. Even after covering up your fingers cut with a bandage, the cat keeps trying to lick at the wound. While you're eating your sandwich, while you're cleaning up the kitchen, while you're trying to watch TV. You gently push it away every time, but you're starting to get worried at the strange behavior. What if it's got a taste for blood and thinks you're food now? You're not sure what you'll do, but it starts to get more aggressive. You keep thinking about the cat food sitting in the corner. Untouched. Come on, enough already. Shut it away a little more forcefully this time out of annoyance. You feel bad immediately, but before you can do anything, the cat meows sharply at you and dashes off the corner into the hall. You sigh deeply. At this point, you're just worried that it's going to take a bite out of you in your sleep. Maybe a vet will have an idea how to calm it down. You can only hope. You don't have many other options left other than tossing the cat in the rain. After finding the number of the local vet, you pick up the landline and... The lights just went out. Great. Just great. Rain must have knocked out the power. I don't think it's the rain. Check your cell phone when they find it out. Oh my god, this cat. It's charged before you're leaving out earlier. The outing had been so spur of the moment that had no doubt messed with your usual routine. You grab a flashlight and turn at the cat. It's just you sitting there. It's quiet. It's too quiet. Did the rain stop? But then why did the power go out? You look outside. There's nothing. The sky's pitch black. What time is it? You can charge the clock. The cat's still there staring at you. Oh, I'm seeing kill and help. Oh god. Thinking now, you realize the clock shouldn't be working at all with the power outage, but the numbers are lit up and completely going haywire. The cat stares at you. It's completely still. You think it would be a statue. You didn't know any better. It's not giving off any indication that it's alive. It's not blinking. It's not even breathing. But its eyes. This isn't normal. You're afraid. You want to run, but you're afraid of letting the cat out of your sight. You consider tossing the cat out after all. But as soon as the thought enters your head, you feel a sharp urge to vomit. Its eyes hold you still, even with your flashlight trained on it. Its pupils are large, round, inky pits. The flashlight flickers. And the cat is gone. Fear immediately grips your mind. The silence punctuated with the rapid pumping of your blood in your heart. It is overwritten as your ears slowly start to pick up the sound of static all around you. How is the clock working with no power? You don't know why such a question matters at the moment, but you feel as if having the answer will make sense out of everything that's happening. That order will be restored. But no answer comes to mind. You back away from the clock. You feel as if the air itself coils tightly and abruptly in response, like a predator prepared to pounce, but waiting for your next move. But you're afraid to move. You're afraid to even take a breath. But you can't stay still forever, right? You can already feel its impatience. It's too eager. You don't know how you know this, but you can sense it as clearly as if it had whispered, "Let's." Right into your ear. Right into your soul. It won't let you wait it out. Not that you could, even if it did. You can't stay here. You have to run. With this thought, a sudden primal instinct awakens within you, making you tear yourself into a hasty burst of movement, of action, but you're still weak from the fierce grip on your mind. Your legs tangle together under you in your haste and you fall to the ground. Owie. A sharp pain explodes in the center of your foot. At first you think you have broken your ankle, but something warm and wet trickles down the length of your foot, pulling underneath it. You hear the sound of metal scraping on tiles after skidding across the floor as if it had been kicked. Winded from you fall, you look when a daisy an object glinting in the strange light coming from outside. The light pouring in from your now open front door. Thoughts of how, when, who, what in regards to your inexplicably open door screech to a halt, as your brain finally identifies the metallic object you've been staring at. It's the kitchen knife. And it's still tinted red from earlier blunder, but that's not right. Wasn't it completely clean by then? You grip dryly at the pain of your foot. You barely have time to wonder how the knife ended up on your living room floor to be stepped on, instead of resting on your cutting board in the kitchen where you'd left it. When you spy something in the darkness just beyond the knife, it spies right back at you. A pair of glowing golden eyes come forward as the cat emerges from the shadows into the light of your doorway. It pads lightly over the knife, as if skipping in delight, and bends down to lap in the blood dripping from the blade. Your senses slowly begin to overwhelm you. The chill of the air as it starts to suffocate you under its weight. The sound of your shaky breaths, discordant against the static now piercing your skull. The dryness on your tongue spreading to your throat. The incomprehensible sight of the stray you'd taken in, licking away at your kitchen knife, once again completely clean. The scent of blood from the fresh wound on your foot. Blood? Golden eyes slide up as if in response to your sudden realization. Blood. You're hurt. Your foot is bleeding. You're bleeding. You're bleeding! The cat barely moves, shoulders twitching as if it's considering the act of pouncing forward. But you're already on your feet and out the door. You run, or rather limp, down the empty street. The sky is black and bleeding red, but there's a strange light emanating from nowhere that casts everything else in white. The houses, the trees, the road, even you. Everything. Except your blood. You can just barely glimpse the bloody imprints your injured foot leaves in your wake with every impact it makes with the ground. It hurts. It hurts. But you can't stop. You don't stop. Not when the shadows grow around you. Not when you feel the gaze of eyes all over you. Not when the road ahead of you is darkened by a long shadow of something behind you. Even then, you don't stop running, because if it's the cat right there ahead of you, then what in the world is behind you? Ooh, okay, quick save. Ooh, look behind me. Huh? Interesting. How very, very interesting. Ending 0, it begins. Huh? Where's my quick... Oh, here it is. Keep running. We got one of the 37 endings. Huh? Interesting. How very, very interesting. Ending 0. You're walking. Right, of course. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. And you're actually glad that you did. The weather's absolutely perfect today. What the fuck? That's a good sign, right? Maybe your luck is finally starting to turn around. You tentatively allow yourself to feel excited for the possibilities of where you could go or what you could do. Maybe even who you could meet. You're so deep in thought that you almost miss it. Not again, no! No! Not that cat. Huh? What was that? Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a lonely alleyway. The sunlight only just manages to reach down in between the tall buildings on either side. Fuck. You timidly You timidly fuck. No. Sorry. You timidly enter the alleyway and walk forward, the loose gravel and scattered debris on the ground softening your steps. Finally, a sound source comes into view in the warm, almost ethereal light of the alley. At the end of the alley is a big cardboard box. Is a cat. Huh? Guess that should have been obvious. Don't yell at me, you little prick. It's an interesting looking cat. It's pretty yellowish and like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. It put its front paws up on the edge of the box and looks up at you. So, you look so familiar, right? Then again, it is a cat, not many different ways for a standard black cat to look after all. This one sure is a cutie though. Just look! It's not glaring at you or hissing at you for getting this close like other stray cats have in the past. It's just sitting there, patiently, waiting for you to do something. Well, I mean, it's the name of the game! Sadly, as cute as this cat is, you never take this thing home with you. You just can't take it home with you. You're a responsible adult. You are! With rent and bills to pay for, not to mention you need to buy food for to survive too. There's no way you could care for a cat long term, right? You can barely afford this little outing on your day off. What to do? You are not ready. Oh, okay, we'll feed the cat. The cat must be hungry, right? You can't imagine that it's had much to eat if it's so attached to the box that it's in. Though it doesn't exactly seem malnourished either. Surely it must have left the box to search for food then. For some reason, something in the back of your mind tells you that's not the case, and not think it on any further. Well, either way, you can't exactly enjoy your day out knowing you left behind a hungry cat, especially when you could have done something to help. So, what do you do with the hungry kitty? Check my pockets. You dig into your pockets. You find a small piece of string in your left pocket. Not very helpful. The string is far too short. But near your side, a cat leaping forward could easily lead to getting bitten and scratched. In your right pocket is a bar of chocolate. Did you find a chocolate bar? It is it? No, it's not even expired. Quite the find indeed. You're about to offer to the cat, when suddenly you hear with a guilt as remembering something gut-curdling. Chocolate is toxic to cats. Oh my gosh, You resist the urge to vomit at your near mistake. You feel so guilty you throw the chocolate bar away into a nearby trash bin. Almost cat killer doesn't deserve chocolate. You go back to the cat, barely able to stand its innocent, oblivious expression. It doesn't even know that you almost. I'm so sorry. I don't even know what to say. You're a horrible person. You know what? Stay here. I'll be right back. You leave the alley and return with a whole fish you bought at the nearby grocery shop. It was a bit pricey, but it was the least you could do. He's very happy. The cat eagerly accepts your offering, munching happily at the fish you placed in the box. He's meowing. You want to smile at the sight, but you just feel so awful. Sorry again. The cat seemingly pays you no mind as you slip back into the alleyway. Not feeling like you deserve a peaceful day out, you said, fuck, just head back home. On your way home, you notice more cats than usual watching you from their hiding spots, but you try not to think about it. You can't help but wonder if they had known what you'd nearly done, but It's not like you meant to hurt anyone. Oh. Right. You finally reach your apartment building. You're about to unlock the door when... Oh, is it just gonna keep going unless I click? You look behind you, only to see dozens of cats standing there, looking at you. Did they see you feeding the cat in the alleyway and thought that you had more food for all of them? I'm sorry, I don't have any more food for you. None of them move an inch. You start to feel a little unnerved when you finally, a single cat pushes its way to the front and... Oh, it's... Held carefully between its teeth is the chocolate bar you'd thrown away earlier. It places the chocolate bar in front of you before looking back up at you. All the cats look up at you. You can feel their judgment. You feel your sins weighing down heavily on your back, but without the money to buy enough food for all of them, you don't know what to do. Beg for forgiveness. You collapse to your knees and bow down low as you start to earnestly beg for their forgiveness. I am so sorry, I swear. I'll do anything to make it up to all of you, but you're out of options. Suddenly. You feel something stir in your stomach and swim out through your throat, closing off its airway, trying to force you out of your esophagus. You finally succeed with air, helpless gagging. Whoa. What the? Lying on the ground in front of you. Is the fish? It's alive. You just threw up a living fish. Oh, what the hell? The cats come rushing forward, all tearing hungrily at the fish. You're happy to finally be of help, truly, but how? You threw up another fish. And another. And another. Okay, I'm gonna stop making throw up noises. And your stomach hurts. You're getting dizzy. You fall to your knees. Tears and snot are streaming down your face by the time you cough up a final, tiny, bloody fish and collapse forward. Your throat and stomach both burn in the way that feels dangerous. You start to fade out. Despite the pain, you strangely feel a more overwhelming sense of hopeful pride that you've made up for your disgusting actions, that you've been forgiven. The sound of happy cats munching away at their fish fills your ears. Then, they give you the chocolate bar. You feel something being nudged into your hand. It feels like it's the bar of chocolate you found in your pocket. You smile weakly. You've successfully atoned, but you don't really have the strength to eat your reward. Sadly, the last taste in your mouth as you leave this mortal coil doesn't get to be that chocolate, but raw fish. Ending 24. Fishing for pardon. Already another ending. Wow, that's crazy. Here we go. We'll play with the cat. Oh, you just want a little attention, don't you? The poor thing must be bored sitting in that box all day. You're not sure whether you're much of an interesting companion. Yeah, but you're willing to do your best. It's going to be something you can entertain a little critter with. But what? Oh, let's check our pockets. You dig into your pockets. You found a small piece of string in your left pocket. Not very helpful. The string is short for short. An eager, exciting cat. Wait a minute. Is a bar of chocolate. I'm sorry. Not so helpful either right now. That is so cool! Oh my god! The fact that your past endings come together. So if I had not got the chocolate bar sooner, the fish ending, then that wouldn't have happened. Oh my god! That's so cool. This is a really good game. The only other thing you've got on your phone, on you is your phone. It's not much of anything the cat can play with, but there is something you can do. Oh, look at him! Oh, so cute. Photo montage. Well, that was fun, right? Well, you enjoyed yourself. With nothing else to do and no intention to taking this cat home, you said it's probably best just to leave. You don't want the cat to get too attached after all. At least you'll have some memories to take with you. Okay, so I'll see you around, I guess. Good luck? Okay. You turn to walk away, but as you leave, that genuinely scared the shit out of me. Hmm? Okay, let me check my phone. Let's see what we got here. You open it up and it's from the cat. What? Aren't I a cutie? It's a picture of a familiar-looking cat. Huh. The cat does look cute and happier in the picture. But it's not a picture you recognize. What the heck did I? You didn't take this picture. You peek over your shoulder at the cat. But the cat is simply looking at you. It meows sadly, as if pleading you to come back. Let's hang out and do something else. Well, I guess I could stay a little longer. Well, he's happy. But now what do you do? I guess we can still play with the cat a little more. Okay, we've already read all that, so we'll skip it. Look around the area. You search around. There's really nothing in the alleyway that looks interesting enough for the cat to play with. So maybe... How about a game? You sat on a game you've known since childhood. Red Lake... Oh, no! If I see a single person make a Squid Game reference. A classic. Teaching cat how to play might be a bit of a challenge, but you get the feeling the feline's natural hunting instincts will help you along. You walk to the entrance of the alleyway, the cat meowing at you. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. You exaggerate your movements, covering your eyes with your hands, and turn around. 1, 2, 3... Red light! You spin around. The cat hasn't left the box, tilting its head at you in curious confusion. Try something else. Maybe the concept's too advanced for the cat after all. That's okay, you have to think of something else to do. We'll go buy it for you. After being out in this alleyway all alone for who knows how long, you especially think your furry friend deserves something special. I'll be right back, okay? You quickly leave the alleyway to rush to your nearby pet store. You browse through all the different toys for cats. There are so many to choose from. Plush and bright colored and scented with catnip. But you realize that most of the toys aren't meant for a cat to play with alone. You can't stay in the alley playing forever, and you can't exactly afford to get another cat as a playmate. Another? That's it! You know exactly what to get now. After a quick and successful search of the store, you make your purchase and rush back to the alleyway, eager to show off your find. I'm back! The alley feels even gloomier after spending time in direct sunlight. It makes you feel that much prouder of your gift. You skip over to the cat and dig in the store's plastic bag. I've got some for you! The cat leans up curious at the bag's contents. You pull out the gift to the cat. Ta-da! It's a small cat plushie. The plushie is a light orange green color with a burnt sepia stripes, making it resemble a tabby cat. Its synthetic fur is soft, but not unrealistic, so... And large eyes are pale green, more subdued than what you'd expect for a toy. There's no denying it, it's just a plushie, but the thoughtful details still make it almost uncanny to the real thing. Which makes it perfect. A companion for the cat, and one you could actually afford. Win-win. That's not all. You give the plushie a little squeeze and... The cat looks unimpressed. Well, you think it's cute. Guess your purchase wasn't so successful after all. Out of options and lower on cash, you awkwardly place the plushie in the box next to the cat. You get up and turn to leave. A few steps away when you hear your electronic meow behind you. Huh? You turn to see the plushie on the ground next to the box. The cat is watching you closely, staring. Pick up that damn plushie. You sigh and go over to pick up the stuffed toy. Oh, you really do just want attention, don't you? You have the cat doll and examining it a little. It looks a little different. Did it just look at you? Oh.
No. Oh, 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 oh.
Chomp! The plushie somehow opens its sewn-on mouth before biting into your wrist. Stop! You try to fling it off, but its grip on you is strong as it drinks your blood, ravenous and frantic. You hit against the concrete walls of the alley. You try to tear at its sturdy fabric. But try as you might, you can't seem to hurt it or make it stop. It's just a toy after all. Eventually, you start to feel faint, enough to collapse to your knees in defeat. The stuffed doll's drinking more calmly now, as if its previous aggression had been a mere reaction to your desperation. It seems satisfied that you're no longer putting up a fight. You think you blacked out for a second, because though you're still sitting next time you're conscious, your eyes are closed. You feel so weak. You have to use all your strength just to pry open your eyes, and when you do, you see a kitten. Its fur a familiar orange cream with a burnt sepia stripes. It's slapping at your wrists. The kitten lifts its head and looks at you with a piercing pale green eyes. It mews at you with a high, squeaky peach, mouth covered in blood. It'd have been downright adorable if you weren't about to die from blood loss. Oh, would you look easier? The cat strolls into your line of vision and picks up the kitten. You give it an undecipherable look before turning away. The cat carries the kitten back to the box and starts to carefully, duttily clean it. You sway and find you can't right yourself before falling to the ground. It would seem that in the end, you'd gotten the cat a playmate after all. Ending 34, Living Doll. Fucking cool as hell. On second thought, take the cat home. Let's take him home again. Don't do that again, man. That is a really good flavor. I underestimated it last time. Well, why not? Right? You barely reach out in your arms before the cat eagerly leaps into them and climbs onto your shoulders. It butts his head into your temple, nuzzling against it. You can't help but smile at the cat's enthusiasm. Let's get out of here, yeah? On the way home, you briefly consider getting cat food. But that would be a waste of time. You still get the odd feeling and move on. You live in a modest apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. You living alone in it. So it feels weird having another living being inside it after so long. Even if it is just a cat. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you wait for it to walk away and explore the new environment. But it simply sits up, looking at you expectantly. Just something with the cat. Like what? Clean cat. With the cat. It's not every day you have access to a cute, fluffy animal. What else is there to do but pet it with your heart's content? Pet it to your heart's content. You sit on the floor of the living room and click your tongue to call the cat over. The cat dashes over to you, immediately climbing onto your lap. Poor thing, you just wanted some attention, don't you? Hey, alright. Carefully pet the cat. And rub behind the ear. Unscratch under the chin. A smooth sweep along the back. Good. You keep petting the cat in your lap, enjoying the bonding time together. But the cat starts to get restless after a while. Let's do something else. Let's play with the cat. The poor thing's probably bored stiff sitting in that little box all day, just watching crowds of people walking by them, ignoring them. You can't just leave them alone as soon as you're home. A little interspecies socializing won't kill you, right? Aw, you just want some attention, don't you? You want to play now? Yeah, okay then. You want to play though? Want to play though? Looks similar. I think my laser pointer still works. Hide and seek, and we're not playing hide and seek. I'm telling you that now. If we're playing hide and seek, we're dead. Laser pointer. Cats are curious creatures by nature. They're also natural hunters, sort of. Why not pass the time by letting the cat hunt after something it'll never quite understand? That sounds a little mean when you think of it like that. That's not like the cat will know anyway. Ignorance is bliss, or so they say. So you dig out your old laser pointer from your long-gone dread days of group presentations in school. You flip it on and see that... Fuck. And see that even after all this time, the batteries still work. You get a little kick out of aiming in the mirror, hanging in the living room so it reflects off the glass, making a little red dot appear near you. The cat cautiously walks over, stepping a few steps to cast a look of suspicion on you. When it finally reaches you, it lightly presses your paw on your knee. It's like it's trying to catch a dot of red light as casually as possible. You manage to hold back a chuckle, not really that it matters. The cat isn't paying attention to you at all, entirely fixed on the light now resting on top of its paw. You move the light a little higher above you. Oh, fuck. Okay, I can just do that? I'm scrolling on the mouse wheel. Not that really matters. The cat's paying attention. Okay. The cat reacts immediately, trying to pin down the light. But in the next second, you've already moved to the floor. The cat jerkily falls, attempting a mere energetic pounce when you shift the red dot. Over here. Over there. And over there. By the couch. Animation. On the couch. Oh. The cat might be ignoring you, but you're certainly enjoying yourself. It's been a while since you laughed as much. Half this much. You're laughing so much, in fact, that you accidentally shift the red dot into the lamp beside the couch. In its haste to get the light, the cat leaps into the lamp, setting them both to the ground. Oh my gosh! The cat's sitting in the middle of the former lamp's broken shards. Back hunch, its head whipping around the back and forth of its in panic. You quickly turn off the laser pointer and rush over. I'm so sorry, are you okay? Are you hurt? You reach down to pick up the cat and check if anything is went. Slash. Hey! The cat swipes you, claws extended. It backs up and twitches away, making frantic half-turns in various directions of looking for some, or waiting for something to appear. Ah, jeez, that really hurt, you know. You hold the hand with the scratch close to your chest. It's bleeding, but not too big. You're more annoyed than anything, but... Immediately, annoyance starts to bleed into concern. You watch in shock as the cat starts to run around tearing carpet sofa at your armchair. You wanted to stop, but you're afraid of getting in the middle of its rampage. You consider calling a vet for advice on how to calm it down, but for some reason... You feel like that wouldn't be a good idea. What happened to you? Is it... An idea comes to your mind, or rather a realization. You grasp the laser pointer and safely towards the floor in the middle of the living room, thinking, hoping, that the cat would calm down if it found what it's looking for. You turn around the laser pointer. The cat's reaction is immediate. You screwed up. In the span of mere seconds, watches the cat spies the red dot from its perch on the armchair. Leaps high into the air. Changes in the air. It slams down on the dot on the floor with the weight of a force that shakes the whole apartment, maybe even the whole building. You wonder days that none of the other tenants have rushed over to complain about the noise. Yet, as you stare into the sight in front of you, the cat's somehow grown in size, eyes bulging and glowing, tail thrashing, teeth enlarged, bared, and covered alarmingly in a bubbling froth. Its giant claws rip and shred through the carpet, through the floor tiles, and even below them. Ravenously trying to get to the red dot. Your hands are shaking. You don't know what to do. You feel trapped. You have to get away. Get it away from you. You slowly back up towards the door. The light moves with you. Instinctively flick the light away this way and that. The cat stampeding after it. So fast. Smashing through the TV, breaking the couch in half. Too fast. Bulldozing through the wall into the hallway. A chance. You turn intending to bolt out the door and never come back. But in the haste, you forgot something. You forgot several somethings. The laser pointer gripped like a lifeline in your hand. You forget the mirror still miraculously hanging on the wall next to the hallway, the laser reflecting off of it, putting a small glowing red dot on the back of your head. As you reach the door, you forget that it's locked. You dumbass! You had the chance to move the laser too. You don't even have the chance to turn around before the cat lunges all the way across the room at you. Oh, geez, multiple swipes. Even though the laser pointer is no longer on your head. You torn to shreds before you can even blink. Ending 12 targeted. Alrighty. I haven't saved in a while, wow. Okay, how about we, skip. Do something with the cat. We'll do something with the cat again. Except we're gonna play with it. We're not gonna use the laser. Okay, we're gonna click save here, and we're gonna play hide and seek. What about hide and seek? You're not quite sure how this is going to work. You haven't even understand the concept of the game, let alone one with rules like hide and seek. Here, just you pick up the cat and turn away from them before hiding behind the armchair. You're almost sure the cat must have turned to look at you while you're hiding, out of confusion at least, if nothing else. Regardless, a few moments later, the cat crosses a peek around the armchair at you, eyes curious. You smile and scoop it up, holding it in front of you. You found me! You win! The cat looks confused but pleased at your praise. This time you put on the armchair so it can't see your hiding spot easily. You dash over to the kitchen, hiding behind the counter. It takes the longest time for the cat to find you. This time, when it does, it startles you by hopping down to your lap from the countertop above. Whoa! You found me again! Okay, you win. You reward it with a little scratch behind the ear and under the chin when it leans into your touch. Okay, why don't you give it a try? You go and stand in the middle of the living room. The cat following you. You make a show of covering your eyes and then turning around. Okay. 5, 4, this is a little time. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh my god, he's actually gone. You turn around and see that the cat's gone. You sure catch on quick. There aren't even benefits available for your apartment for someone your size to hide, but without the opposable thumbs needed to open and close doors in the hall, the cat will have its limits too. Fair game. Okay, now where to look? Let's look in the living room first. Look behind the couch and the armchair. And then on the coffee table. Nothing. The living room is empty. The living room is pretty sparse when it comes to furniture, after all. Let's go to the kitchen then. You peek around the counter. Grab a chair and check on top of the fridge. You even open the cupboards along the floor just in case the cat managed to squeeze inside. Nothing. You said that's for the best. The kitchen is for making food, not playing games. Just the hallway left. You peek around the corner into the hall. Nothing. You're not sure what you were expecting. With all the doors closed, there's nowhere in the hall for the cat to hide. You couldn't find the cat anywhere. You start to get alerted when you hear a soft sound coming from the hall. You head to the hall and listen again. It sounded like it was coming from your bedroom, but you walk down the hall and room gingerly open the door. What? The cat trots out and runs over to your legs, meowing instantly. It looks disappointed somehow. Perhaps in your parents' subpar seeking skills. But you lift the cat into your arms and look at the bedroom door. How did you get in my room? You know the door was closed, right? The cat wiggles out of your hold and runs out of the hall. You fall to see it sitting in the middle of the living room. Upon seeing you, the cat promptly turns around. Guess it wants to take its turn seeking? You're about to indulge in it by hiding around the counter again, but the lights, did the power go out? Darn it! As you wait for your eyes to adjust to the darkness, you notice that the cat hasn't moved an inch. Was it scared? Hey, are you... What? For some reason, your heart starts beating faster. You consider going over to the cat, but when you do... Oh, look at it. The thought makes you feel. You feel like your life is in danger. You need to hide. Now! Hide in the hallway closet. You glance into the hallway closet. The door won't close because of a box blocking after you squeeze inside. You try to move further, the cat might hear it. That is, if it hasn't heard you already. This won't work. You need to hide somewhere else. Hurry. Hide in the bathroom. You quietly rush to the bathroom and... Why is the door locked? You freeze around, realizing how much noise you just made, tossing the door and holding your breath, listening. The sounds coming from the living room makes you feel even more restless. Even at the mere go open the door now, you know exactly where you are. No good. You quietly rush to your bedroom, carefully closing the door behind you. The only place to hide in your bedroom is your closet. Hide in the closet. You lock the door as quiet as you can before lunging into the closet and sliding the door shut. As soon as you've secured yourself inside the closet, there's a sudden shift throughout the entire apartment, as if something can sense that you're ready as if you'll ever be. As if it can sense that you're ready to be haunted. A horrible chill runs down your spine as you realize that's what this game has become. This isn't a simple game of hide and seek anymore. This is being hunted by a predator as prey. It never really mattered where you chose to hide, did it? As if in answer to your question, you hear a loud slam on the bedroom door. You just managed to hold back from making a startled noise at the sound. Your heart rate kicks up again, making it feel hard to breathe quietly, hard to breathe in general. Tears fill your eyes as you cover your mouth, panting with your shaking hands. It knows. It knows. Crying with your hands over your mouth, trying to smother the choking sounds leaking out of you. You slide down the wall back of your closet and heap onto the floor. You flinch harshly at the sound of the door being ripped off its hinges, followed by a loud crash against the wall on the other side of the room, like the door had been blown away. The silence that follows is almost too much to bear. You can't. A single sob escapes to your nose. You squeeze your eyes shut and defeat at how loud it sounds in the quiet of the room. Not much point in hiding anymore anyway, is there? You instinctively put whatever energy you have left into listening for footsteps, even as you emotionally shut down, but you hear nothing. Nothing. Then, slides open the closet door. You curled on yourself, knees up, back curved forward, head down, mouth covered, eyes shut tight, so tight it hurts. You don't want to look. You don't want to look! But that's what it's waiting for. It won't end you without this final act of cruelty, of making you look at it before it takes your life. So cruel. You just want this to be over. So, you open your eyes. Oh, hi. You see something glaring in at you from the darkness beyond the closet door. It looks disappointed. In the moment before you draw your last breath, you almost consider apologizing for being such an unworthy prey. Guess your hiding skills were just as subpar as your seeking skills. Ending 13, disappointing prey. This game is fun. Let's go look for some yarn. If every movie and cartoon involving cats that you've watched since childhood is to be believed, then you can deduce with almost absolute certainty that cats freaking love yarn. Probably. You unearth some from an old box in the hallway closet that's filled with knickknacks from various abandoned hobbies. You consider just handling the ball of red yarn over to the cat, supervising from inside. That would be the... Holy shit. But that would defeat the idea of playing together, wouldn't it? You cut off a decent length of string from the ball of yarn and go back to the living room. The cat is resting on the floor. It's not asleep, but when it looks up as you enter the living room, feel as it could doze off right there and then. You'll fix that. We'll fix that. You smirk a little, confident with your surprise. You let the piece of yarn dangle just above the floor, pinched between your thumb and index finger. Oh, he perked up. He's ready. The sun shift at the cat's demeanor makes your heart start to beat a little faster. Its posture has barely changed at all. Just a subtle shift of the head and ears. A slight tension in the shoulders, a sharpness in the gaze as it locks onto the yarn dangling an inch above the floor. The cat could still pass as almost being relaxed, calm, and yet the air is thick with its eagerness to lunge forward, waiting for the right moment to strike. You feel like you've just witnessed the awakening of the perfect predator. You're almost afraid of what will happen once you make the first move. But it will be you who makes the first move. You take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and... yoink! The cat had lunged the instant you wiggled the yarn, but you're faster. It completely misses as you flick your wrist, making the yarn recoil out of its reach like a terrified snake. Having overshot the landing in its eagerness, the cat stumbles and looks around as if shocked at its failed attack. You generously click your tongue to help reorient it. The cat whips its head around at the sudden sound. You're slightly taken aback by the intensity of its stare on the yarn, but you persist. You wiggle the yarn again, encouragingly, and yes, maybe a little tauntingly. This time the cat anticipates the yarn's upward dodge and leaps up to swipe at it. But you've already once the pet puppeting the yarn to dance gracefully at its reach once more. Hey, come on, you can do it. It's a little condescending, but you can't seem to help it. For some reason, it feels like a good knocking the feline down a peg or two. At least it seems to be enjoying itself. You hope, anyway. You keep going. The cat's movements have gotten more aggressive. It must be getting frustrated. You could swear it nearly took a shot of your eye the last time, and it jumped so high and erratically. You've been keeping the yarn in constant motion, afraid to slow down. Your wrist is starting to get tired. The cat doesn't seem to be losing any energy, though. It's like it's getting faster and faster. Whoa. Go on, kid, you got this. Your wrist finally cramps sharply, making you lose control of the yarn's motion as the tip of it brushes lightly against your stomach. Slash! The pain rips low across your torso, into your torso. Blood pours out of your mouth. In a daze, you look down to see your red blooming slowly along the bottom of your shirt, run the tears in the fabric. Plop. You watch as long, thick rope of something pour out from under your shirt into the bloody heap on the floor at your feet. A single red streak rope still hangs from you, connecting you to all that mess. Are those your... You crumble to the ground and topple over onto your side. Your vision has gone blurry, but... You can just make out the shape of something small and deep inky black as it walks over and inspects your... Oh god. They're your intestines. Before it starts to giddily roll around the massive bloody insides next to you. Darkness falls over you. The cat sounds happy. Nonsensically, you wonder where the yarn has gone, but there's really no need to worry about it. The cat seems content with the next best thing. Ending 11, at the end of your own rope. Alrighty then, cat. On second thought, let's change that. Actually, wait, no. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try playing hide and seek again. Hallway, kitchen, living room. Okay, we're going into the bedroom again. But this time we're gonna risk another hiding spot. Oh fuck, never mind, that's what it meant. Okay, get out of the apartment. Yeah, what if we just try to get out? You're halfway to the front doorway. 7 more locks, and then you know you have. You back away from the door, and the feeling slowly subsides, letting you breathe again. There's no getting out of here, you need to hide. Okay, we tried these spots before, and it just didn't work. Hide in the hall? Just in the... There's no way to hide in the hall. You've hidden around there before and found almost instantly that won't work. Are you joking? You get the feeling that I won't appreciate your lack of effort anyway. Like hell are you getting any closer to it? Stop messing around and find a place to hide. I'm assuming this is just the same as before. Okay, yeah, this is just the exact same as before. So, we've gone ending 0, ending 11, 12, 13. Okay, so then, and we've also gone 24, 34, okay, so there's 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 30, 39 endings. Oh boy then, okay, we'll clean the cat. I realized that the cat is exactly clean, not surprising since up until you brought it home, it had been sitting in an old, dirty box. In an alley full of scattered garbage. For who knows how long. You've heard that cats can keep themselves clean, maybe this one could be one of the times a little human help couldn't hurt. You went into the bathroom and set things up trying to remember how to wash a cat. You definitely are no expert, but you think the best way to eat a cat and clean would be... carefully. You think carefully is the way to go. Cats aren't always fond of water, so you doubt it'll be a fan of an excessive amount of it. So you pick the cat up and place it gently in the sink before turning on the water. The cat's startled, but immediately doesn't try to run away. Nice. Now, really enough, my cat loves fucking water. He will sit in water for as long as he can, I swear. You lather your hands up with some soap and carefully give the cat thorough and half scrub, half massage. After a few minutes, you rinse the cat and completely gather it up in a blanket, drying it. Then you take a brush and carefully run it through the cat's fur. Where the fuck do you get a brush from? Actually, never mind. Most people probably have a brush. Never mind. I'm saying, why would you use the same one you used to brush your hair as one you'd use to brush a cat? No. It's in heaven. The cat seems like it's in heaven as you brush it. Some hairs are sticking to you, but you don't mind. In fact, quite a lot of fur is sticking on you. You try to brush it away, but it won't come off. Guess you're up next for a bath yourself. You try to ignore the fur and finish the cat quickly, but more hair keeps sticking to your hands, your arms, before you realize that they're covered in fur that won't come off. It's thick enough that you just try to yank it off, but... Ow! What? Pain laces through the spot you tugged at. Upon closer inspection, you see that the hair is growing. Growing out of you. You can actually feel it now. Fur growing out of your back, your neck, your face, your eyes, your tongue. It's even growing inside your throat. As you collapse and start to choke on the thickening fur in your esophagus, the cat leans up to lap at the fur growing on your forehead, grooming your hair as thoroughly as you did it for earlier. You think it would be sweet if you weren't currently losing air. Still, feels nice at least to be looked after and cared for in some way, even if it's just for a little while longer. The cat carefully grooming is the last thing you feel before you're no longer able to breathe. Ending 15, self-care buddies. Alrighty then, ending 15, down the hatch. Alright then, what's next? We could try feeding the cat. The cat looks hungry, so you decide to feed it. You're regretting not stopping for food earlier, as you don't have much left. Grocery shopping day is tomorrow, after all. You head to the kitchen and click your tongue, ensuring that the cat follows after you. It leaps nimbly onto the kitchen counter and watches as you search for meal options. Let's see. You find some things you expect. A can of tuna in the pantry, some leftover meatloaf in the fridge, and... what's that? You realize that there's tightly sealed Tupperware on the bottom shelf of your fridge. You don't recognize it. Foul odor is leaking from the container. Whatever's inside it can't be safe for human consumption. But the cat seems excited about it, practically salivating over it. Still, you're the caretaker here. You're the one who needs to decide what's best to feed a hungry cat, so you'll feed it. Mystery food. Is this really a good idea? Fine. I guess if this is what you want. You open the container and... You could just barely manage to keep from throwing up. You just barely. The stench is overwhelming. Yeah, give me a minute. You hazard a look at the contents of the container, but you honestly can't understand what you're supposed to be looking at. Everything is just mashed together. What exactly everything consists of is a mystery you're more than happy to keep unsolved. Different shapes, different sizes, different textures. Not the color, though. All of it is the same color. The most unfortunate looking shade of gray you've ever seen, tinted with a nauseating wet green film over top. Am I supposed to warm it up, or you don't really know how to serve it? Any utensil or plate that touches it is getting thrown out immediately. No exceptions. Your hands are going to be scrubbed with soap and hot water to within an inch of their lives after this. You decide against putting this crap in your microwave. You doubt it would taste or smell any better warm. Not wanting to hold it anymore, you shake your head and practically toss the container next to the cat on the counter. The cat enthusiastically dives in for the toxic-looking sludge, sniffing at it as if savoring the scent. You turn the fridge and close it. You've lost your appetite. You're about to head to the bathroom to wash your hands for the next hour or so when... Ow! A sharp pain on your foot causes you to stumble. You catch yourself in the kitchen sink as you look down to see the tip of your sock is red. And the red is still slowly spreading to the rest of your sock. Are you bleeding? You quickly reach down and pull off your sock to see the damage. Your middle toe is gone. It's just gone. Just a stump is left in its place, steadily leaking blood onto the floor. You clumsily step back as if it would help. You get away from what you were seeing. The bloody trail simply follows your movement. 911. You have to call 911. Phone, where's the... Your tongue is... What's happening to me? You slowly look over to find the cat still eating, completely unbothered by your suffering. Not bothering to try and stop the blood from dribbling out of your mouth. You keep watching in a daze as the cat happily chews at a gross piece of... Wait, that's Looking closely at the mystery food in the cat's jaws. It looks vaguely familiar. It looks like a tongue. Before you can even think to do anything to stop it, the cat dives into the container again and bites into a piece that kind of looks like a... You collapse on the floor, clutching your torso. You writhe around the blood-streaked tiles, crying. Something inside you just... Blood pours out from deep within you. Whatever that was felt important. And now it's probably gone too. It hurts. It hurts so much. Stop. Please. You weakly try to reach up to the cat on the counter above you. Your vision blurs from the effort, from the pain, from your tears, from... Your eyes. Your eyes! You fall limply back to the floor. You're leaking blood all over. From all over. Your foot, your mouth, your insides, your eye sockets. You can feel your life fading away too. That's fine. If it means not feeling the pain of losing another part of you, then hopefully the cat will take its time eating your eyeballs and give you time to just... Ending 10. You are what you eat. Another ending down the hatch, baby. On the other hand, when we're going to feed the cat, there was also tuna. Cats like fish, right? Shrugging, you take it out of the tuna for the cat and the meatloaf for yourself. You put the frankly ominous container back in the fridge. The cat looks disappointed. Tough. You only dispose of that weird whatever it is later. You open the tuna and the spoon onto a small saucer. You put the saucer on the kitchen counter next to the cat. You don't think you should be encouraging to eat up there, but you figure it'll make up for electing to not feed it the toxic goop it wanted. The cat looks like it finds the tuna acceptable. You'll take it. Eat up, kitty! As the cat digs into the meal, you're about to go heating up the meatloaf in the microwave. While setting the time, you hear... Huh? Turn to see the cat. The plate is completely empty. Well, that was quick. You need to pace yourself. What the? You watch baffled as the cat continues to hiccup, causing little bubbles float out of its mouth. Okay, and that's okay. You can process it. It's not completely out of the realm of possible, right? Right? Best not to think too hard about it. Soon enough, the room is full of floating bubbles. The cat releases the final tiny bubble before yawning and laying down on the counter. Well, glad you enjoyed it. The bubbles haven't left the room or popped. They seem to be pretty resilient. Wait, what? What's that? As one of the bubbles floats closer to you, you see there's actually something inside of it. A tiny, furry fish? This is just getting weirder and weirder. Still, you can't help but marvel at the impossible wonder in front of you. You lift a hand. You extend a finger towards the bubble. Carefully press it against the surface. The little fish inside lashes out, viciously sinking tiny fangs into your finger. It doesn't really hurt that much at first, but then... Ow! What? Pain starts to climb from your finger to the rest of your hand, past your wrist. Could it be some kind of venom? You fling your arm around and attempt to dislodge the fish, but... You accidentally knock your arm into several of the bubbles floating around. More tiny ravenous fish latch onto your flesh. You stumble back into pain, sudden bout of dizziness, only to bump into more bubbles. More fish digging their teeth into your back. It hurts. You're getting dizzy. You've got to get out. You're delirious. You deliriously try to stumble out of the kitchen. But the entire room is filled with deadly bubbles. By the time you collapse onto the ground, you're absolutely covered in tiny, angry, biting fish. Your legs, your torso, your arms, your face. The pain is unbearable. You can feel it in your skin, in your teeth, in your eyes, and your hair, and it's so consuming, you can't even feel yourself convulsing or crying. You don't black out. Your eyes are still rolling up into your skull when you gasp out your last breath. Ending 8, fish out of water. So that's like a solid few endings in a row. Okay, so I'm assuming then... We missed one here. Okay... What does it mean by complete? Like, I just did it? Because there's one down here. Yeah, like, it's crossed out. Okay, weird. So we're missing ending 14 and 9. So I'm assuming 9 happens... when we feed it the meatloaf? You get the feeling the cat won't be too impressed with anything that comes out of a can. And you're not about to feed it whatever the heck that toxic-looking sludge is, so it's settled. A tuna sandwich for you and leftover meal for your feline guests. You ignore the cat's disappointed mouths as you put the weird container back in the fridge to dispose of later. You warm the Jesus Christ. You warm the meatloaf in the microwave. Oh, Jesus Christ. Stop eating. Placing now the warm meatloaf on the saucer next to the cat on the counter. You don't think it should be encouraging to eat up there, but you figure to make up for not electing to feed it that toxic it wanted. The cat looks like it finds the meatloaf interesting. Works for you. Eat up, kitty. Oh my god, I just said oh my god twice. As the cat digs into the meal, you go about searching for some bread for your tuna sandwich. You're so distracted by your shirt, so you just barely hear. Huh? You turn around and see that the meatloaf has only one, maybe 2 bites taken out of it. But alarmingly, there's more to be a red trail. Something leading away from where the cat had been sitting. And up the edge of the counter towards the living room. Is that blood? You jump at the strange sound coming from around the counter, further into your apartment. You attempt to steal your nerves. Taking a breath, you walk around the counter, head into the living room. Splat. You step on something warm and wet and red. You resist the urge to vomit and step away from the trail of... You follow the trail into the living room and see that it leads into the hall. It's getting louder, and definitely in the hall. You feel like you can hear your heartbeat. You hope whatever it is in the hall can't. Your body shakes as you feel yourself step forward. And forward. And forward. And forward. You peek around the corner. Nothing. There's nothing there. What? You walk further into the hall and see that your trail leads all the way down to the end of it, but there's nothing there. You don't quite feel relief, but at least... Plop. You feel something wet, warm drip onto your cheek. Something very warm. You swipe your shaking hand across it, pull back to see your fingers covered in something. What the... Oh? You look up and see what could barely be described as meat. The entire ceiling of the hallway is covered in a thick, undulating, writhing layer of pulsing meat. At its center, a single glowing eyeball frantically rolling around in every direction. Until it lands squarely on you. You try to take a step back, desperate to escape the hallway. To escape this thing. But... before you can even scream, meaty tendrils shoot around and grab you. No! Let me go! They pull you up, and up. Into a pair of slowly opening jaws. And then... death. Chomp. Ending 9 left over. Okay, that's ending 9. So then the other ending has to be... So we played with the cat, we cleaned the cat, we fed the cat. Was there another option with cleaning the cat? Oh yeah, quickly. Cats don't like watery things, so a quick wash would be the right way to go, right? So had to do everything at once, filling the tub with deep, soapy, bubbly, warm water. A quick dunk here and there, a short scrubbing then, and then a rinse and dry. The cat won't even know what hit it before everything's over. You open the door and quickly click your tongue, beckoning the cat inside. It quickly scampers in, curious out of the newly available setting. You close the door so it won't be able to run out and make a mess of the apartment. Bad idea. Stealing yourself, you roll up your sleeves. You lift the cat and carry it over to the tub. Your plan's already compromised as the cat starts to struggle in your hold. You probably should help so it can't see the water. Ow, ow, hey! It scratches at your arms. You knew it wouldn't be happy about the water, but you didn't think it would be this irate. Still as mad as it will be for a little while. You know this is for the best. A deep scratch on your bicep startles you, making you drop the cat into the tub. Shoot, kitty! The cat doesn't reemerge hissing and meowing like you thought it would. You rush over and dunk your arms beneath the soapy surface, searching for the cat. What if it bumped its head and blacked out? It would drown. But you don't find the cat. Instead, what the? You watch as the water starts to darken. At first you think it's just dirt from the cat and feel a little vindicated about your decision, but the water darkens further and further until it looks like you filled your tub with black ink rather than water. Even the soap bubbles turn a translucent obsidian now. Something's not right. But as soon as you have this thought, whoa! You just felt something tugging you from under the water. You try to pull away, but your arm won't budge. Whatever it is, he pulls you closer towards the water. You try to use your free hand to release the drain plug, but when you dunk your other arm in the water without thinking, it's grabbed too. Both hands are strained, you can't get any leverage to force yourself free. You dragged into the murky waters of the tub. You dragged down, and down, and down further still. Much further than it should be possible for your bathtub. You can't breathe. You think you can't see either, but as you draw your final breath, you think you see what's been pulling you down. Something resting deep, deep down below. Something waiting. For you. Ending 14, Bath Hater. Bath Hater is a crazy name. Anyway, that should be ending, 8 through 14, 15? Yep, okay. So now, nothing should be, not preferences. Nothing should be done at home, right? Or I guess now we could do something on, like what? We can clean the apartment. You decide that even if it's your day off, that doesn't mean you should be completely unproductive. You know you have a guest and all, but you really shouldn't put off your chores. Best to get them done while you're in the mood to do so. So for now, you get dressed, roll up your sleeves, and get to work on cleaning the apartment. At least, you try to? You sweep the living room, wipe the kitchen counter. Okay, you don't make your bed, but who actually does that anyway? Still, you notice that no matter how much you clean up, you keep finding more messes than when you started. You peek over at the cat. You suspect that it might be a culprit behind this mystery, but every time you rush to check on it or catch it in the act, you always find it napping in the living room. You keep cleaning, but the cat, or something, keeps leaving more and more mess in its wake. Keep cleaning. Okay, we're gonna quick save here because these two are probably different endings. You keep cleaning, but there's just more mess. And more. And more. When you finally stop to look around you. What the fuck? Where are we? What happened? You don't even recognize your home anymore. There's piles of junk everywhere. Do you even own this much stuff? You don't remember ever buying or receiving most of it. The piles tower over you. You feel claustrophobic. The stench of garbage is overwhelming, despite your hands feeling raw from all the cleaner fluid you've been using. Your eyes still burn from the leech. You need some air. You need to get out of here. You hear a crash and see a teacup you're certain you don't own smash to the floor. You look up and see the cat perched on the teetering pile of china and kitchen appliances. It carefully nudges another teacup from the pile, sending it careening to the ground, but you don't even flinch as it chatters. Instead, you start to chuckle. Suddenly you're laughing. It's so hilarious. The tears start running down your face. I knew it was you. You did this, didn't you? You pick up the largest piece of ceramic from the broken teacups. Didn't you? You throw it at the cat. The cat dodges by, leaving off the pile. The pile sways. And sways. It's falling. It's falling towards you. You can't move. You're buried. The pile fell on top of you. Broken shards of fine china and sharp utensils are piercing your skin. Your organs, your bones feel loose and limp, crushed under heavy appliances. Warm liquids pool under you. With the last of your strength, you listen as the cat pads over to you before lying down and purring sleepily. Yeah, a nap sounds pretty good. Ending 1. A not-so-clean getaway. That was the first ending. Okay, so I'm assuming then the next few endings of us doing stuff by ourselves is going to be these ones. Alrighty. What the fuck? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was just so tired of everything. Not you. Never you. But I couldn't be the person you deserve. Could never hope to be. You were so amazing, smart, and talented, and independent. You shined. But in comparison, damn it! So stupid. So worthless. But when it approached me, it didn't tell me that. It wanted me. It needed me. Maybe that's what I wanted all along. Wanting could be so fleeting, But to be needed, there was nothing I wouldn't give to have someone tell me that I mattered to them. That they needed me. You're walking. Right, of course. It's the first time in a while you felt like going out. And you're actually glad that you did. The weather's absolutely perfect today. That's a good sign, right? Maybe your luck is finally starting to turn around. What the fuck? You tentatively allow yourself to feel excited for the possibilities of where you could go or what you could do. Maybe even who you can meet. You're so deep in thought you almost miss it. Okay, huh? What was that? Okay, we've already seen a lot of this. Okay, yeah, we've already read all this. What if we don't take it home this time? You'd never take this thing home with you. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna... You're not ready. Second thought, don't take it home. Okay, this is just the same thing. So for some reason, it really wants me to do something else with it here. Although yeah, leave cat. Ignore. Nope, no. Eating this on your butt and go with your day. That's what's best for the both of you. Leave the alleyway and continue on your way. Wait, what was I doing? In all excitement of dealing with your furry dilemma, you forgot that you still hadn't decided on what you were going to do with your day off. Let's go to the movies. It's been a while since a film came out that looked interesting enough for you to drag yourself to a movie theater, but there's a showing of one such film at the old theater. The movie's a little too niche to be picked up by the new cinema that opened right across the street. That's okay though, you're not exactly a fan of the crowds. And nothing ruins the experience of watching a new movie for you than a noisy audience. Let's go to the old theater. You eagerly buy your ticket from the kind old man in the booth and head inside. It's barren of any trace of other people, and the decor looks like it hasn't changed since the 80s. Maybe even the 70s. But it's what you were counting on. You consider buying some popcorn, but you can't help but be concerned that everything at the concession stand might be expired. You move on and walk through the halls, finally locating the theater designated on your ticket stub. As expected, the theater movie we're playing is completely empty. That is not a good sign, man. It should have at least a few people. Like, remember that scene in Jujutsu Kaisen where Junpei was at the theater with the 3 kids that eventually get killed by Mahito? Minimum 4 people should be in a movie theater, like at all times. Not just by yourself. That is terrifying. Perfect. Nope. You pick a spot right in the middle, even counting the seats, taking into consideration the gap of the staircase. As you settle in, the dim lights fade away, leaving the room pitch black for a few seconds. Before the screen flickers on, no commercials or trailers pop up, the movie just begins. Please do shrug and let yourself get immersed in the opening scene. But just as you're getting into the premise, the doors open behind you momentarily, casting light into the room and ruining the atmosphere. You hold in a frustrated sigh. It's a public establishment after all. The place can't exactly afford to stay open if you're the only customer. You try to refocus on the movie, but your sense of a new presence slowly shifting around the theater before heading in your general direction. What? You asshole! You gape in utter disbelief as you stand yourselves down the aisle only to sit right in front of you. There's no one else in plenty of spaces to sit. The stranger is also unusually tall. Even with the stadium-like arrangement of the seatings being on somewhat steep incline, they're completely blocking your view. I have a feeling this could be a quick decision, so we'll move to another spot. You don't want to risk escalating the situation further. This whole thing is already making you uneasy. Why would they choose to sit right in front of you? Surely they knew wouldn't be able to see past them. Shaking your head with a passive-aggressive scoff in the stranger's direction, you reluctantly pick another less perfect seat in the theater. But as you settle down, the strange person get up, only to once again sit down in the seat directly in front of you. You look around someone helplessly as if waiting for someone to slightly agree with you about how odd all this is, or at least to inform you that that's all an elaborate prank, but there's no one else here with you. That's how you've always liked it, but you can't help but think that maybe it would be nice to have someone else here, if it meant not being alone with this weird jerk. Confront the stranger. You hate confrontation? Man, we are on the same wavelength. You can already feel your palms starting to sweat, knees weak, arms heavy. At the end of the idea of it, your throat's closing up, your body's starting to shake. You've always been more of a flighter than a fighter. couldn't agree more. But you paid for this ticket, and you wanted to watch this movie for ages, and now this total stranger's ruined the entire experience for you. You're all alone in this theater, and there's no one who will help you if something goes wrong. But you're angry enough that you ignore the signs of your body begging you to put as much distance as you can between yourself and the stranger. You stand up, even standing up higher on the incline. The stranger is at least a head taller than you. The movie continues to play in the background, but you feel as if a hush immediately falls over the theater at your movement, as you can sense the stranger anticipating what you plan to do next. You square your shoulders and force a bass into your voice. Hurry! The effort makes your words come out more harshly than you intended, like a sudden vicious bark, but you figure they deserve it anyway. You're being a real jerk, you know that? Just what are you playing at, huh? Are you trying to piss me off? The silence that follows your words is deafening. So much that you glance at the screen only to find the movie has paused. Your attention is back to the stranger in front of you as they shift slightly, like a small animal trying desperately to anticipate the moves of a predator. You don't move an inch. You don't look away. You don't dare to blink. Instead, your eyes widen as the person's head turns. Then turns some more. Then turns more beyond what they should be possible. Neck bones cracking. To face you directly. You can't move. Wide glowing eyes resting above a wider grinning mouth, gaze down at you. The stranger opens her mouth and what comes out is something impossible to comprehend. The voice is endlessly deep and creaks like a weighty door, foreboding and oddly melodic. Melodic? Alluring. But it also snaps you out of your terrified trance before you know it, and you're already out the door. You run through the halls of the empty theater, heading for the exit. You feel something watching you from behind, but you're too afraid to look. The exit now in sight, you sprint forward, burst through the doors. You look around frantically and spot the crowded cinema across the street. People, that's what you need. Safety in numbers and all that. Without thinking, you rush into the street without sinking sensation crawls down your spine, compelling you to look behind you. Don't look behind you, don't look behind you, don't look behind you, don't look behind you. Why am I tearing up? Wait, as I was reading the don't look behind you, my eyes just started getting, watery. What the hell? Weird. We'll just go to the new cinema. Refusing to even risk a peek over your shoulder, you rush across the street to the new cinema theater. You didn't realize that it felt like you've been surrounded by some kind of dreadful pressure. Until it very suddenly vanishes, leaving you feeling more than a little shaken. But at least breathing comes easier. You think it's within your best interest to repress everything that just happened. Yeah. Deciding to wait for the movie you've been anticipating to be available on DVD or streaming, you join the long line outside the new cinema. By the time you've reached the ticket booth, you just want to get inside. So you pick a movie at random and take your ticket from the tired-looking teenager manning the booth. The decor is chicken sleek and the inside is bustling with people. It's not what you're usually into, but it's kind of nice not being alone. Even if you feel a little lonely watching families and groups of friends laughing along among themselves, you'd get some popcorn, but the lines at the stands are long and the prices are criminal anyway. You go through the halls and follow the signs to the theater designated on your ticket before heading inside. You sat at the side of the absolutely crowded theater. You head towards a seat only to be told by the person next to you that's being saved for someone. This happens a few more times and you finally manage to get yourself set into the seat, annoyingly off-center to the screen. But the screen is at least visible, if not a little too close, so you grit your teeth and bear it. The light fades out, but the chatter doesn't. The rest of the audience seems content to talk through the commercials, even through trailers. You figure the chatter will stop when the movie actually begins, but it doesn't even get slightly quieter as the opening scene starts to play out. You sigh out loud, not thinking anyone would hear you anyway. This is why you avoid movie theaters like the plague. Oh my god, ow. Hey there, pal! Oh, you got a grin on your face, don't you? Like this, right here? Suddenly the screen changes, showing the face of a black cat. A familiar black cat. Confused murmurs fill the room, but then, the cat on the screen meows. The sound is strange and not at all like any cat should sound, haunting, almost melodic, and layered as if multiple voices of different creatures that would probably never say. You sit in confusion, wondering why you haven't already gone up and left and complained about to the cinema staff, but then you hear it. It's scattered and dissonant at first, but among the crowd, people start to chant along with the cat on the screen. Soon the entire room is chanting in perfect unison, everyone staring intently at the cat on the screen. You're feeling strangely drawn to the screen yourself, but the compulsion to stare blankly like the others isn't that strong. For now! Also, you start to notice out of the corner of your eye that some of the people to your immediate vicinity are looking at you. No. They're outright staring holes into you, even as they continue chanting. They don't miss a beat as they slowly begin to frown at you in blatant disapproval. The scowls deepen as the time goes on, as if they're getting impatient. Okay, we're gonna quick save again. Thinking fast, you look at the screen and begin to chant intended with the crowd. Yeah. I'm starting to sound like the fucking Count from Sesame Street. 1 more, 2 more, I'm like, goddamn. You feel the harshness of the collective gaze start to ebb away. The air in the theater becoming lighter once again. Yeah. You release air shakily, just realizing that you've been holding your breath earlier. You feel stuck. Surely you can't just up and leave now. Not after whatever all that was. The people around you all seem fine now. There's no telling if you get aggressive at you, even for moving too much. Never mind outright getting up and leaving. You decide to let this run its course. Hopefully someone will come along. Right? Or at least they'll turn the film off? You continue to chant along with everyone. You start to feel lightheaded. You feel as if you could fall asleep, but your eyes but don't feel heavy in the slightest. You try to look around and gauge the other's emotional state, but you can't seem to look away from the screen. You try again, but you're still locked into eye contact with the cat on the screen. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. You attempt to physically force your line of vision away. You steel your nerves, ready to throw yourself to the ground if you need to, but your body only gets as far as tensing up for a moment before completely loosening itself again, making you lay back and limply into your seat. You think you should be panicking right about now, but even as your brain feels limp, your thoughts are vaguely muted, pastel pink, airy, sickeningly sweet, and loosely spun, like cotton candy. You like cotton candy. You think you shouldn't mind your thoughts and body being like cotton candy either, so why get up and ruin that? It's nice here. Looks like I'm in a fucking soda fountain. What the fuck is this? You're more at peace than you ever before in such a crowded room. Still chanting, you've never felt so aligned in tune with another person, let alone with an entire room full of complete strangers. You're not alone. Out of the corner of your eye, the person next to you starts to sink back even further into the chair. Then they sink more. And more. Not like they're slouching or reclining, but more like they're deflating. Their skin bunches up in wrinkles like fabric, as if their muscles, their bones, have started to disintegrate. Their eyes dim before sinking into their sockets. Their meow still attempting to chant, Balls open now over a cut-off nip, gaping as the word ends in an awful hiss, a final weak release of air. You muse thoughtfully about whether or not you should be distressed at the sight. But even then, the blanket of peace doesn't leave you. Suddenly, the pile of skin enclosed next to you. You see a lump moving around. You watch in a dazed fascination as the lump makes its way to the part of the skin where the head used to be, and out from the mouth crawls a tiny, black kitten. Nia, 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 ah, 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 ah. You can hear the familiar hissing sound all around you now as the unified chant starts to fade, only to be replaced with the faint meowing of kittens. Finally, your voice is the only one still chanting, still human, and alone. Again. You don't want that. You can't go back to that. Not again. Not again. Not please. Just then you completely go limp. Your body feels light. It might as well be... it might as well weigh several tons. But you realize quite suddenly that you can't move. Not an inch. You can't shift your eyes to look around. You can't even breathe. But somehow, the chant continues to creak weakly from your mouth. Nia. 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 Ah. 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 A few kittens come forward and perch themselves on the chairs around you, watching your sinking body, meowing as they wait for their youngest sibling to emerge. From you, dozens of glowing eyes peer down at you. And as your eyes start to cave into the sockets of your softening skull, you manage to make out a silhouette of a familiar cat perching on the seat right in front of you. Your vision finally fades, and as if some of the hiss of an air expels itself from your mouth, the last thing you sense is something small and alive shifting eagerly under your skin. Ending 18, happy birthday. Happy birthday? Weird ass ending name. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I can actually load this time. We're gonna go back to this one. Catch him in the act. How are you supposed to finish cleaning up with this little imp is making a menace of itself? No. You know the cat's the culprit. You consider locking up in the bathroom, or at least until you clean the rest of the apartment. But it just doesn't seem fair when you actually don't have any proof. You need to investigate this further. You need proof. Not just for the sake of your sanity, but more importantly for the sake of cleanliness. You start to clean again and peek behind you. You're catching a mere glimpse of a paw here or a tail there. But as with earlier, when you rush back to the living room, the cat is still sleeping. Okay, you want to play, cat? Then let's play. The time you decide to lay a trap, one on your feline friend won't be able to resist. You tackle the kitchen island counter and give it the works. It's glistening by the time you're done. It's so clean. You then you dropkick anyone who even thought of eating off it. The perfect trap for your little cleaning saboteur. You whistle innocently as you exit the room and hide around the corner of the entryway to the hall. From the angle you're at, you have a perfect view of the cat of the island counter. There's no way you want to get to the culprit in the act now. If it isn't really the cat, maybe I'll give it a treat as apology for your suspicions. But as you deliberate if you should stop by the grocery store to get some fish, the cat starts to shift. Its back that was rising and falling evenly moments ago. It's now rippling in small tremors like an agitated wave on a black sea. It's shuddering. It's bubbling. It's bulging. It's bulging. What the hell? You gape in disbelief as another cat bursts out of its still sleeping feline you take it home with you. You're barely certain that's not how cats give birth, but more importantly, you catch cat number 2 shake itself off before leaving onto the kitchen counter, rolling around the top of it, leaving fur and grime in its wake. Probably should have given it a birth earlier. Feel like your mind is lagging behind the reality of your discovery you've just made, but you don't seem capable of thinking beyond some smaller observations. For example, though the hues and the hows and whys of what you've been whistling elude you, the more permanent question is that strikes you is that if the original cat's still sleeping, and the clone cat's busy making yet another mess, then where are all the other clones? Suddenly the two cats look directly at you in perfect unison. Their eyes pin you to the spot with their intensity, but you realize with the familiar sinking feeling of being watched from behind that they're not the only ones looking at you. You slowly turn around. Packed in the hall behind you from the floor to the ceiling is a living, breathing, writhing wall of cats, of clones, all piled on top of each other. The glowing golden eyes of every cat in the undulating wall of pure black fur, every single eye is trained on you. Out of fear and sheer desperate need to distance yourself from this unreality and order, you take a single step back. And in response, the wall just breaks. The cats all stampeding over you. It'd be kind of cute if their soft paws weren't hiding claws as sharp as knives. You try to protect yourself, but there's just too many of them. Blood leaks steadily from your scratches. You feel dizzy. With that little strength you have, you turn your head and watch as the other cats tear through the carpet and upholstery, knock over vases and dishes and lamps, claw at the walls. It's going to take forever to clean this up, you think. Maybe you'll attack it all again later. Right after you take a short nap. With an annoyed sigh, you breathe your last breath, ending to double trouble. We're getting through these endings quick now. I'm an hour and 40 minutes into this recording. Alrighty then. Great. It is 11 o'clock at night, so I'm definitely not going to do them all in one sitting, but when I go to edit them all together, they'll all be one video, so don't worry. I guess we can go back to here for now. How do I just, okay, whatever. Leave the theater. This is too weird. I need to get out of here. Gathering your courage, or perhaps putting your fear to use, you stand up, fully intending to leave this theater. When everything comes to an abrupt stop, all the chanting stops, even the cats chanting on the screen. You tense, risk a glance around the theater. They're all staring at you, every single one of them. They're not moving, they're not even blinking. You swallow, throat suddenly dry, even though a nervous sweat completely soaks through your clothes. My eyes are watering again, what the fuck? You highly doubt that sitting back down will fix the situation. Your legs are shaking under the audience's unnaturally intense scrutiny, but you force yourself to step forward and forward and forward until you finally reach the end of the aisle. You feel the collective gaze even worse on the staircase. All the heads have turned uncomfortably to look directly at you. The screen illuminates their faces, making their clear blank scowls. They seem even more upset than they had minutes ago, identical frown lines digging between their brows. You keep going, the heavy atmosphere becoming more and more oppressive with every step. You're so tense with anticipation that you fully expect someone to grab you up from behind. But no one does. You don't hear any of them even get up. You exit the theater holding your breath as the doors close behind you. You briskly walk through the halls, putting as much distance as possible between you and the theater of the full people. Finally reaching the lobby, you just barely manage to catch yourself from falling to the floor as you gulp in a huge gasp of air. You expect to feel a relief as breathing calms, but you feel a lingering sense of dread that only spikes once you finally notice it. As well as its sorts, you look up, and your stomach sinks. What the fuck? Oh. I saw you earlier. All the people in the lobby area of the movie theater, everyone in line and consists of stand, all of them are staring at you, and they look even angrier than the people in the theater. They don't hesitate this time. You don't hesitate. You duck this head avoiding eye contact, leaving the cinema. You ignore the glares of everyone in the ticket booths and the lines leading to them. You make your way home. Whenever you dare to look up at someone on the way, you flinch at the blatant anger, fear, and disgust on their face. You think you start to hear the faint sound of cats meowing behind you, or maybe a kitten's? Doesn't matter, you just want to go home. I hate this. I hate these eyes. You reach the front door and fumble with the keys, cowering from the look of pure hatred on your neighbor's face as he stares at you from his door. Finally, you get inside your apartment. Lock all the locks on the door. You slide down with your back against it until you're sitting on the floor. You allow yourself a moment to breathe. Now home, your heartbeat calms and your fear slowly bleeds from you, leaving you feeling strangely empty. You pass through the kitchen, head to your room, slip under the covers of bed, trying to fall asleep. Maybe it's just all a bad dream. As you fall into a fitful sleep, sure to be full of nightmares and glaring eyes, did you not close your curtains? Try to ignore the ever-increasing sounds of cats meowing and yowling in the distance outside your apartment. Ending 17, Black Sheep. Oh shit, did I just actually go to sleep? Damn, if so, that'd be crazy. Anywho, okay, we're gonna have a quick save right here, so that way we can come back to these ones. Let's, watch a movie. You're not tired enough for a nap, but you're too lazy to get started on any of your chores. So you decide to watch a movie. You get dressed in your favorite pajamas, make some popcorn with an obscene amount of butter, and head over to your armchair. Well, you discover that the cat is already napping on it. You frown a little in thought. Your couch isn't the best angle for optimal TV viewing pleasure, and you don't feel like pushing it around and having to put it back later. The only options you have left or sit on the floor, or move the cat to reclaim your throne. Sit on the fucking floor. You decide to sit on the floor. The cat is a guest after all, and you pride yourself in being a good host, if nothing else. Well, at least you would. If you've ever had any guests over before, you grab a blanket and some pillows and make a comfy nest in front of the chair. You pop in a random movie from your collection, and you can tell instantly that's one of your favorite horror films. Horror? You fucking kidding me? You've seen it a few times already, but it never feels to get your blood pumping. A few minutes in, and you're already invested, getting reacquainted with the story and characters. The scares won't come until later, but for some reason you feel like something is watching you from behind. You know it's probably nothing, but you feel compelled to check anyway. Peek over your shoulder. Wanting to jump out of your skin, jostling a few pieces of popcorn out of the bowl in your lap, the cat is awake and looking right at you. You take a calming breath, recovering from your heart nearly lurching out of your stomach, and immediately feel foolish. It was just the cat, of course. It was so quiet you forgot it was right behind you. Even though it's the whole reason you're sitting on the floor in the first place. You shakily pick up the remote, intending to rewind some parts you missed. However, as soon as you press the rewind button, the TV shuts off. You blink, confused. Nothing else turned off. The kitchen's dimmed light was still on. The digital clock was still glowing, and the movie player was still rewinding. The power clearly didn't go out, so why? You feel a chill run down your spine as you catch the cat's reflection on the dark TV screen. It's still looking at you? Cats stare, silly. It's kind of their thing, right? And your new addition in its life, of course, is going to be study you closely to see if you're trustworthy. As you mentally reassure yourself, you turn the TV back on. What? The TV's on, but the movie isn't what's playing on the screen. It's you. You watch yourself from on screen as you feel your brow furrow in tandem. It's like footage of you in real time, like you're being recorded. Details to avoid the bigger picture of the current situation. Avoiding the questions of how this is happening, of what, who, or what is doing this, and why. Suddenly your mirrored self smiles and waves at you all on its own. You don't wave back, too stunned to move. The you on the screen doesn't seem to mind though. It then stands up, it walks out of the frame, and a terrified yell rips out of your mouth before you can think to stifle it. On screen, in the chair, is the cat. But it's wrong. It becomes a large, swollen mass of black fur. Its twitching pulse rhythmically with its slow, almost methodical breaths. Its mouth is a yawning entrance to the black abyss, framed by a set of teeth that look very, very sharp. Glowing eyes bulge all over its body. It's still looking at you. It doesn't even acknowledge your on-screen persona as they walk back into frame and pet it almost lovingly. Then, you inside the TV touches one of the cat's fangs. You flinch at a sudden sharp pain in your palm. You look down and sure enough, your hand is bleeding. You're not particularly afraid of blood, but for some reason the sight of it leaking out of you sends another chill down your back. A thought, clear and terrible, flashes across your mind. It's not just the mutated cat in the TV that's watching you. Is it? Don't look behind you, don't look behind you, don't look behind you, don't look behind you, don't look behind you. Don't look behind you. You watch helplessly as your on-screen self smiles and nods at you almost encouragingly. They stand in front of the cat's gaping jaws. They look into the depths, and as you're torn between the horrifying realization of what's about to happen and the gripping wonder of what they see looking back at them from the deep, deep darkness, they jump in. The darkness is suddenly a presence all around you, pressing in, holding you down, and yet somehow you also feel weightless. You can't tell if you're falling, but it doesn't feel like you're laying down or standing either. You feel warm. You feel cold. You feel everything. You feel nothing. You feel nothing. Ending 3 sound film. That was a weird one. Anyway, I think I'm gonna come back at a later date to finish this game because I'm an hour and 47 minutes into this recording, and it is 11:10 or 11, not 11:10, 11:10, and I'm gonna do this later. So this won't be the end of the video, but I'll still see you in a bit. It'll just cut to me playing the game again, probably. Bye. Alrighty. Okay, let's see. Where were we at again? This is the next day, so I don't remember exactly everything. Let's see. How many? We have 24 endings left. Alrighty then. Reclaim our throne. You square your shoulders. Yes. Sorry, kitty, but that's my spot. You pick up the cat and place it on the floor. Oh, it's clearly upset with you. When you try to pet it as an apology, it dodges your hand and scampers away. You shrug and put on a random movie before nestling into your chair that you wrongfully stole from the cat. It's a horror film that you love to holy shit. It's a horror film that you love to heckle from beginning to end. Nothing but an endless string of pointless jump scares. Did the writers not know the meaning of the word subtle? That wasn't very subtle. What was that? Was that the bathroom? The cat must have gone to the medicine cabinet and knocked something over. Claiming your thundering heart with a deep breath, or calming your thundering... Oh, Jesus Christ. Calming your thundering heart with a deep breath, you pause the movie and get up. Sorry, I'm grabbing my drink. You get up to investigate. Alrighty then. Oh, he's still meowing. Whoa! The cat dashes between your legs from the hall. Fleeing the scene only makes you look guiltier, you know. You're even more reluctant to see the damage now. You just want to relax and watch your bad horror movie. You go into the bathroom and turn on the light. Just as the thought, all the stuff in the medicine cabinet is scattered on the tiles. You sigh. This time it looks damaged and broken. You crouch down to pick up everything. Click. Huh? Did the door just close? Did you bump it when you crouched down, or... Well, at least the cat can't come in and make a more of a mess of this anyway. The lights. Didn't you just replace the bulbs? They weren't faulty, were they? You never remember to hold on to your receipts for situations like these. You doubt you'll be able to get your money back. You stand up. You shake out the pain in your knees from the crouching and open your medicine cabinet. Carefully you place everything back where they belong, making sure nothing is missing. Close the cabinet door and... Whoa! You jump back, slamming against the wall, covering your mouth. You look back up at the mirror on the medicine cabinet door to see... Nothing. Nothing? What the hell? Something was... You know you saw something just now. You know you did. Right? Save. You saw something. Yeah, that... You rush to the bathroom, slam the door behind you without looking. You enter the hall and... No. No. You shield yourself with your arms and... Nothing. Nothing again. You peek through your fingers and see... Just your usual hallway. You don't feel very good. You need to sit down. You carefully make your way back to the dark living room, trying not to overwhelm your senses any more than you already have. Maybe you should watch something a little more lighthearted. Or just lie down instead? You don't know. It's a little hard to think. You just need to sit down. Stumbling forward, you reach a chair. What? It's nothing. Nothing at all. Just the cat sitting back in your chair again, looking up at you curiously. But it's enough. Your heart lurches so harshly out of a mixture of fear and anticipation that it completely gives out. Your eyes roll up into your skull. You feel yourself falling back. And you're dead before you even hit the ground. Ending 4. Ending 4. Real subtle. That was a quick ending. That's pretty cool. So this is ending 4. That's a cute little image, though, you gotta admit. Alright then. You definitely saw something. Oh wait, is this... Okay, it's all the same. Alrighty then. On second, do something alone. I guess take a nap's the only thing left. You're a little tired from the events of the day. Making life-changing choices like committing to the responsibility of caring for another living creature. It really wears you out. You could definitely use a nap. You head to your room and get dressed in your pajamas before you decide to grab a glass of water from the kitchen. You head back to your bedroom ready for a much-needed nap. Whoa! Only for the cat to race past you through the open door and jump onto the middle of the bed. It takes its time kneading out the sheets before settling down and closing its eyes. Well, that was fast. You frown thoughtfully. Now that your mind's on it, you find yourself really craving a nap in your own bed. There's no way you're settling for sleep on the couch. Certainly not the armchair. Which means you should... Stop. Okay, we're doing another quick save, and we're gonna sleep next to the cat. You Harg, what's the harm in sharing a bed, right? There's a lot of harm. You both had out a long day after all. You're gonna wake up to your face gone. That's exactly what this cat's gonna do. You try to carefully avoid jostling the cat as you lay down, but it immediately scoots over and curls up against you anyway. You smile. Sweet dreams. You feel like you slept for a long time. You feel a warm weight on your back, but you don't see the... Oh, mystery solved then. You feel comfortable. You consider getting up, but as soon as the thought enters your head, your mind fills with a static of a deep sense of disapproval. Not yet, then. Okay. Your cat jostles by your attempts at movement, kneads painfully at your back before settling down again and falling back to sleep. You fall back into slumber too. It's night. You want to get up. Claws dig into your back like a warning. Tomorrow then, right? It's morning. You'll be late for work, but the cat doesn't budge. You don't even try to get up this time. You just close your eyes and drift off again. It's the next day. Since the last several days. Or has it been weeks? Or longer? You're not quite sure. You're hungry. You don't know how long you've been lying down. You feel sore on your back, but also on your stomach, your arms, your face. Everywhere. You can't remember your last meal. The last time you drank anything. You've been sleeping all this time. But you feel exhausted and more tired than you could think you've ever felt in your life. It feels like a giant hand is pressing you onto the bed. You can't remember the last time you even considered moving. But somehow you know that you need to go back to sleep anyway. Everything will be fine if you just go back to sleep. You think you're hallucinating when the cat finally stirs. It stretches longingly before hopping off your back. You hear its feet padding through the still open bedroom door, its steps fading down the hall. You don't open your eyes. You don't move. You're afraid. You don't remember how. You're afraid that the static will return if you try. But you eventually do try. Oh? You try to prop yourself up on your arm. It's thinner than you've ever seen it. Thinner than you think should be possible. Crack! Your arm snaps under the weight of your own body and crumbles to dust on the bedsheets. It doesn't hurt in the slightest. As if even your nerves have dried up and became useless. Or as loose as you feel in general. Just how long have you been lying in bed? You don't have much time to think about it. Your failed attempt at sitting up sends you tumbling over the side of the bed like a rag doll. But you think you're probably closer to being a ceramic doll, as your body shatters instantly upon impact with the floor. Your head rolls toward the door, letting you watch as the rest of your strewn body parts crack and crumble and turn into broken ruin as your consciousness begins to fade. The cat rolls over into view, poking and prodding at the remains of your brittle limbs. Bad kitty, you try to say, but you think your jaw might have snapped off earlier as well. Almost as if sensing your attention, the cat walks over to you. Well, your head, at least. And you watch with your final conscious seconds as it lies down, curling its body around you. It feels warm. Well, maybe another nap couldn't hurt. Ending 6, just a cat nap. Ooh boy, that one was a weird ending. Oh, which means we missed ending 7, which is probably... Do something else. Maybe you can try napping later. You decide to do something else with your time. Oh, shit. Never mind. I didn't think that was... Okay, well... Move the cat, apparently. You tentatively nudge the cat in an attempt to make it move on its own. It doesn't bulge in the slightest. Move the cat. Keep trying. This is your bed. You push a little more and finally firmly this time. The cat sounds annoyed with you. Again, you will sleep in your own bed. The cat opens one yellow eye and slides up to look at you. Is its voice a little deeper than before? Is it? I didn't notice anything. Move the cat. Move the cat. You move forward, ready to shove the cat with all your... Oh my god. Gah! You're thrown back by some invisible force and crash in the dresser before falling to the ground. When knocked out, don't you dare take that out of context. When knocked out of you, look up in a daze. You don't quite comprehend what it is you're seeing. Strong swirling wind has picked up, throwing items all over the place, as if a miniature hurricane had just taken form in your room, and right there in the center of it all is the cat. Oh my god, you need an exorcist! Hovering in the air above the bed, its eyes open, glowing like molten lava. Oh my god! Owie. Stop. That's better. You watch as a vortex rips open in the center of your bed. In a panic scroll, oh my god, you do. The wind turns into a vacuum. You do need an exorcist, dragging you towards the bed. I kind of realized after I was done recording yesterday that I kind of didn't really give that much commentary. I was kind of just reading what was on screen with like a passionate voice behind it. So I'm just gonna kind of give commentary this time. Your nails sketch you as you tear as you desperately try to cling onto the carpet, the floorboards, and any and every piece of furniture within your reach. Bloody fingers slipping clumsily on every surface. But there's nothing you can do. As you touch the vortex, your body starts to disintegrate. Tiny particles of your body separating and floating into nothing. The last thing you see is the cat landing nimbly on the bed and kneading at your sheets before it curls up and falls back to sleep. Ending 5. Do not disturb. Okay, one more and then we're officially halfway. So we have up to what, ending 6? So what do we do here then? We've done all of these, haven't we? So I don't know what would be there. Does this have something to do with feeding the cat? No, I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna back. How do I Oh yeah, here we go. Load. Is this the one? Oh no, okay, this is I remember this one now. Can you shut up? Yeah, we'll do this one. Don't look behind you. Despite your resistance, you feel your head turning back to look at the look back on the Zoda cord while in the middle of the street. You catch a glimpse of the grotesque-looking person standing behind the glass doors of the old theater, watching you intensely, cradling something their arms, something familiar. But oh, this is the you get hit by a truck ending. A glimpse is all you get as the truck speeds forward and crashes into your body. This is like that one scene in that one anime. I haven't watched the anime. I've just seen the scene. You're killed on impact. Your body splattered across the road and crushed into further under the heavy tires. Ending 16. Poor screening arrangements. I want to know what the image is for that one. Is it the guy? Ah, it's that one. Okay, so the next one then would be this one. There's still a lot of endings. Where the fuck do we get these endings from? Okay, so clearly it has to be... Oh shit, all my quick save have been overridden. Welp? Okay, how about this? We go back to the last... Okay, yeah, no, I've already done all these. I'm sorry, can I not go back? No, don't open Minecraft. Bro, I'm trying to load, like, the actual fucking... Don't open Steam either! Oh my god. Do that, apparently. Do not take the cat. Well, great. How do I just, like... Oh, yeah, continue. Do not take the cat. Am I ready for this yet? Nope. Leave the cat. Go about your day. Ignore it. Quick save. Here we go. Let's go to the carnival. You spend the day at the carnival. Ferris wheel, roller coaster, pharaoh boat. Jesus Christ. Rides you've been on before. Oh, hoops, coin toss, balloon darts. Games you've played before. Funnel cake, popcorn, cotton candy. Food you've eaten before. all the things you've enjoyed before. You're surrounded by groups of people all having fun together, laughing, playing, eating, taking pictures, making memories. And then there's you. The sun hasn't started to set yet, it's still high in the sky, but it will soon. You start to wonder if maybe you should just go home for the day. When you stop in your tracks, you see something new. An attraction you've never seen before. A maze of funhouse mirrors? It sounds kind of lame, honestly. There isn't even a line to get in. But then, what else is there to do? Okay, this is where I'm actually just gonna fucking save to not fill up my quick save slots. We'll enter the maze. You enter the maze. A few room... oh, God. God. I hate being sick sometimes. A few rooms in, you notice that the mirrors aren't all weird. Some just show you looking back at yourself. A little bored, a lot tired, a little bored, a lot tired, and so very, very... Maybe this was a mistake. Why do you think going into a maze of mirrors was a good idea, even if it was a new experience? I can't do this today. You turn around and head back the way you came, only to bump into a mirror. Ow! Oh, what the? Where's the exit? You try again, only to find a mirror blocking your way. By the time you're all turned around, you realize that the way you came in is completely gone. Okay, don't panic. I just have to keep going forward, right? You step through the only opening you can find and nearly trip over something on the ground. You bend down to pick it up. What's this doing here? In your hand rests a worn-looking flashlight. Curious, you flick it on. Huh? The light doesn't look very... Crap, the lights! Did the power go out, or did the attraction operator forget you were in here? How long have you been in here, actually? You pull on your phone, check the time, or maybe call the police. Your phone is dead. You grip the flashlight in your hand. The light it emitted earlier was dim enough for you to know there's probably not that much juice left. But to reserve for the worst case scenario, you feel your way out. Yeah, you can do this. You take a calming breath. Well, forward we go. Hello, daring adventurer. Who said, welcome to the mirror maze. Would you like to know how to navigate the maze? Let's see here. Yes, I need help. Once again, welcome to the mirror maze. You're in a bit of a jam, but don't worry. You're in good hands. Or rather, good paws. See these little cuties here? They'll be doing your best. They'll be doing their best to guide you through the maze. Aren't they generous? When you enter a room, the emergency light will flash, letting you see the paths before you for a second. And also what lies beyond them. Whenever you see these kind of kitties, just go where they are and you'll reach the next room. Unfortunately, you're not the only things in here. It is highly suggested that you refrain from following any of our other guests. They can be sneaky or distracting, but they're always hostile. So please take caution when advancing to the next room. Of course, this wouldn't be much of a mirror maze without mirrors. Can they hurt you? No, they're just mirrors, silly. Don't do anything at all. They don't do anything at all. And you can't do anything to them either. They're just an obstacle you can't pass through. Go left, go center, or go right. The choice is yours, though. If you find a room with no helpful kitties in sight, and all the paths lead to a mirror or something else, it is recommended that you stay put. And just maybe it'll work itself out. Now for your navigation tools. That flashlight you found doesn't have much juice left. It'll only have enough. It'll only let you get a quick extra peek at your surroundings about 5 times. So try not to use it all up at once. You can keep track of your progress through the rooms up to the left, and your lives up to the right. You've got 3 lives, so be careful to avoid the less friendly guests lurking around. Why only 3 lives, you ask? Because you're soft and squishy. It wouldn't take much to damage you beyond repair. And besides, you're human, and humans usually only have 1 life, yes? And yet here you are. You get 3. Don't you think you ought to show a little more gratitude? And that's the end of our tutorial. Hopefully it was helpful. Are you ready to play? What would you like to know? This game is too hard. Off with the flash, please. I'm gonna do another save real quick. Can you let me go? Your request is to forfeit is denied. Let me out of here! Screaming is not allowed in the maze. Let's just fucking get this shit over with. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go! This way. Right. Yes. You okay? Next room. Right again. Okay, next room. Left. Okay, next room. Stay. This room feels off. Just wait. I think something just changed. Left. Okay, next room. Left again. Okay, next room. Stay. This room feels off. Just wait. I think something just changed. Middle. Center. Jesus Christ. Okay, next room. Left. Or right. Okay, next room. Right. Okay, next room. Right again. Okay, next room. Okay, right again. Jesus Christ. This is really easy. Center. Center. Stay put. Left. Center. Right. Center. Shit. I couldn't see. Okay, yeah, I just had to make sure. Center again. Okay, center. I hit center! Left. Left again, and that should be it. Okay, next room. Never mind. Stay. You see it! The exit! You run forward, but as you do, the scenery shifts just slightly at first. But you're running too fast to stop yourself from colliding into glass. Except, you don't quite go into the glass. You don't exactly collide with it either. You simply pass through it. And on the other side, you see an endless white void, and... What the fuck? We see... We're in the mirror dimension. I originally thought we were in the place that Squidward was for a second. All alone. Dozens of you. Hundreds of you wandering around. Aimless. Faceless. And empty. So empty and listless, they don't even acknowledge your presence. You try to turn back, but the glass doesn't give. Past the glass. A familiar black cat walks up and looks at you. You think it meows at you, but you can't make out the sound. It tilts its head, then walks away. The glass goes dark. And disappears. Wow. Oh, flashbang. Very slowly flashbang. Then you watch helplessly as it disappears completely. You're trapped with only yourself as company. Ending 19. You beat the maze. So that was ending, what, 19? Yes, it was. So then ending 20 is probably failing. So, left. Ow, not that way. Center. Owie, not that way. Did I try left yet? Oh, owie. Ow, my eyes. Suddenly, the lights turn on. Your eyes burn from the sudden brightness. As your vision adjusts, you see that you're completely surrounded by mirrors. The reflections are all grotesque in unique ways. Look nothing like you. But they do look hungry. You look back up. You back up. You don't know where to go. Was there even a way out to begin with? Yes, there was. I know there wasn't. You bump into a mirror. If your hand firmly grip your shoulders. Chomp. Gah! There's a sharp pain in your other shoulder. You rip away, looking back to see something leaning out of the mirror. Its face has no features, save for a large gaping mouth, stained in your blood. Looking around in a panic, you think that the mirrors feel closer than before. The path you come in from is long gone. You're surrounded, and every time you blink, you could swear the mirrors were getting closer and closer and closer. Your horrifying reflections looking hungrier and hungrier and hungrier. Ending 20, failed the maze. Alrighty then. So we're missing like any in-betweens? Yes, we're missing ending 7. And then there's ending 21, 2, and 3. And then, oh, a lot more. Jesus Christ. Okay, go back here, I guess? No, but I have some questions. Oh. Never mind. Do something else. I was thinking mirrors. Oh shit. Okay, I'll go to the dog park. You decide to take a stroll in the park or something. The only one within walking distance is a nearby dog park. You'll think it'll make you feel better. First you get to see a cute cat today, now you get to see a cute dog. Several of them, in fact. The park is bustling with owners and their canine companions. Playing frisbee, fetch, running, jumping, even napping. Such cute whatever. Like you'd want anything to do with these mangy mutts. What's wrong? You didn't think that. You just had to move on. The dogs are also adorable. You want to pet every single one you come across. But you know not all owners are cool as strangers just walking up and manhandling their pets. The dogs aren't appreciated either. So you stroll around the path trying to exude a welcoming aura that will beckon one of these cute doggies to you. You don't have to wait very long. Oh, look at it. You stop as the smallest, cutest puppy you've ever seen scampers up to you, blocking your path. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck are these options? What are these options? We'll start from top to bottom. Leave the park. Yes, leave. Yes, leave. Dogs are stupid. They all deserve to... Now what? Oh, shit, never mind. Kick the puppy. What? It's just a puppy. There's no way I would ever do that. Kill the puppy. No, that's horrible. There's no way I would ever do that. Eat the puppy. It's disgusting. I think I'm going to be sick. There's no way I could ever do that. Pick up the puppy. You pick up the puppy and... Hold on. You just barely managed to rein in the reflex. Just throw the puppy as far away as possible. Wish I could quickly place the puppy on the grass. Take several jerking steps back. The owner seems confused by your reaction to their puppy. Their owner seems confused by the reaction to their puppy, but you just wave at them in a daze before hastily stumbling away. You're not feeling so great about being at the park at the moment. Maybe you should leave? Stay at the park. You stay at the park! You try to calm down by watching all the dogs from afar as you walk along the path, but every so often, one will run up to you and when they do, they look wrong. Their owners don't seem to notice. You find a bench and sit down for a quick break, closing your eyes. Maybe this wasn't the best idea after all. Maybe you should have stayed with me instead. You're broken out of your thoughts when something lands gently in your lap. You look down and see a frisbee on your thighs. Hey, sorry about that. Can you throw it back? You look up and see an owner waving at you in the distance. But more importantly... Oh fuck, it's a German Shepherd. A series of excited barks jerks your gaze forward and you see a large dog sprinting towards you. A series of excited barks jerk your gaze forward and you see a large dog sprinting towards you. Hey, hurry and throw it back! Oh. Throw. You throw the frisbee and the dog runs in the opposite direction, jumping and catching it right out of the air. Impressive. The dog and the owner walk up to you. Thanks for that, and you can pet him if you want. The dog looks up to you, eager for its reward of pets and pats for catching the frisbee. Should I? Leave. Pet dog. Really? Are you sure? I'm warning you. Do not touch that mutt, or you will regret it. Pet the dog. You reach out your hand, and you pet the dog. The dog seems pleased. You don't feel well. Suddenly, The sky begins to darken rapidly. You look up along the pedo and see that the sun has been eclipsed by the moon in a blink of an eye. You vaguely remember that you should never look directly at an eclipse, but for some reason, you don't look away. A loud piercing yowl. Howl? Fills the air, shaking to the ground beneath you. You instinctively move to lift your hands in order to shield your ears, but the hand that had been cautiously pressed upon the dog's head comes away with some resistance like sticky slime almost cementing your hand to the dog's head. The slime stretches with your movement. What the fuck is this? The dog's head stretches with it too. The canine begins to just melt. I'm getting way too into this, like, voice, I swear. It melts and melts until it becomes a pile of goo at your feet. You dazedly look around for the dog's owner, only to find an empty pile of familiar clothes where they once stood. You see piles of clothes next to piles of goo scattered all across the park's open field. All the dogs, all their owners. The melted goo of the dog in front of you then starts to move with a shudder. It slithers across the grass toward the field. It slithers across the grass toward the field in the center of the park. All the piles of goo following after it. It's gonna turn into a cat. They mix and meld together into a single entity that shifts and undulates and bulges and grows. You watch in dazed horror as it then fills out and shapes itself. Or into a dog. Works too. Into a behemoth of a dog! Snarling and frothing at the mouth, red eyes frantic and searching. Before the glowing orbs land directly on you. The rumbling growl it emits is so low and deep you can feel the sound of it crash into you. Leave the park? No. You had your chance. Better start running. You try to run, but you're not fast enough. The behemoth barely takes a few leaps before it's already towering over you. Ow. Owie. Uchi. Ow, owie again. You don't have to do that twice. A third time? Really? Third time's the charm, so no more, right? Oh wow, that was right. It tears you apart till there's nothing left. Ending 21. Dog person. Alright, ending 21. I want to see what the image is. Is it the dog or is it? It would be the cat, right? At no point has it ever been. Oh no, I guess it could be the dog. It is a dog. You had a pleasant stay at the dog park. Man, it really hates that dog, doesn't it? I did quick save at some point. Yeah, right here. Leave. A wise decision. Oh shit. So at any point you decide to leave, it just does that. I don't know what to do now. I'm kind of stuck at what the endings could be. Hold on, wait. If we go to not load, endings. The carnival ending was, yeah, that one. This is the fish ending. So, what were the first endings all about? Also, which ones do I not have unlocked? There was definitely a few over here that I just didn't have, right? Yeah, this one. Ending 7. How far can I go back? Oh shit, pick up the puppy. Drop it. I'm sorry, you call it, but they don't, I don't know why I didn't read any of that. Good. Yeah, it just does the same things. Okay, I have no clue then where to go from here. So apparently we just gotta go back to this. Okay, so it's either take the cat or... Okay, so what if we do not take the cat home? Oh shit, it's just this again. Continue. We have to continue, that's right. Do not take the cat home. Okay. Okay, yeah, we're not ready for that. So play with the cat again? Maybe we could do something with the cat again. No, I feel like we've done all these. Which endings were those? Yeah, buying the toy. They're all over here. Like, that was feeding it. That was buying it. Look around the area. Try something else. I'm not gonna check my pockets. I'm not gonna buy a toy either. Maybe there's actually something else with the buy a toy, or is it just gonna go down the same end? Yeah. Leave. Oh, ungrateful little monster. You have an annoyance. You're welcome. Shaking your head. Oh. Oh, shit, fall off. Your arm just falls right off. You stare in shock as your several limbs hit the ground. Gathering your courage, you turn around, look at the arm connected, rest of only to see. Not blood, it's cotton? Touching it, the stump doesn't even hurt. That's it. That is. Until the same thing happens to your other arm. Owie! Oof! You follow both your legs succumb to the same nonsensical fate, crying out in agony, thinking that something never happened. It's currently limbless. What the world's going on? You can't make sense of it. You can't think straight. The pain has receded, leaving you with a strangely empty pit in your stomach, considering you still have a stomach and it wasn't replaced with. As you lay back, helplessly, still in shock, staring at the sky. The cat face appears in your line of vision. It doesn't hurt any. I kind of accept. A small doll looks very, very familiar. It's hard to tell, but that's you, isn't it? That's me. That's wild. And the cat have to. Oh, everything's so too dark. Yep, too tell. Ending. Oh, you wake up and find the cat. You can't move an inch. You can't look around. You can't even breathe. Though none of the realizations seem to be the problem. All you can see is the face of the cat curled around, purring in its sleep. For some reason, that doesn't bother you. You're not sure why you feel like it should. You try to latch onto your thoughts in your head that feel like memories of another life, another time, another you, but the thoughts slip away like forgotten dreams. So we're now the doll? Oh well, that's fine, isn't it? You're just a doll, after all. And a doll's role isn't to have a silly thought sort to remember important things, but to be a companion. And judging from the cat's contented purring, you seem to be performing your role perfectly. You are filled with an overwhelming strong sense of pride at this fact. And so you too feel content. Ending 35, Cottonhead. Alrighty then, we still have 16 fucking endings? Where are these endings coming from? Oh wait, there's 35. Okay. Maybe one of the ending... Oh, it's this shit again. Wait, what? This is different. Huh? This is not a moment that passes now, that I wish to risk the pain of their rejection, and just believed them. But I didn't. I pulled away before they could, trying to protect my fragile heart. But it only hurt all the more. Selfish as it was, I wanted them to fight harder to keep me around. When it appeared before me, it promised to be just that. A friend that would never, ever let me go. A friend that would never, ever leave me. All I had to do was promise them the same thing in return. Huh? What the? You're walking. Right, of course. Okay, so we can... Weather good today. That good thing. Maybe good luck too. Yes, lucky. Fucking caveman speak. Lucky. 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 Luck. Because black cats are unlucky. Oh. Or maybe it was. Fate. Return to life forgive me. Yeah. We do not take that damn cat home with us. Am I ready yet? Nope. That's probably for the very ending. Okay, I have an idea. Not yet. So, what do you do about the hungry kitty? Oh, I haven't done this yet. You glance around the dark, dingy alleyway, only see garbage bags and trash cans, empty cardboard boxes that are scattered about there. If there was something for the cat to eat, surely you would have found it by now, right? But you don't want to just give up so easily. You keep looking. You look and only see garbage. You sniff and only smell garbage. You listen. You just barely make out the sound of a faint scurrying by a trash bin a few feet away. Quietly, oh so quietly, creep over to the bin. And... you lunge! Wait, Island, you weren't very graceful in your attempt. You stumbled and knocked over the stack of nearby boxes full of more trash. But as you stand up, you grasp in your hand, it's a small mouse. The mouse squeaks and shrieks in distress, wiggling and struggling desperately in your grip. You're holding it too tightly and carefully for it to be able to bite and scratch through. It wears itself out eventually, looks up to you with black eyes. It's completely at your mercy. Spare the mouse. Are you sure? Spare the mouse. Spare that damn mouse. Oh, he's pissed now. You know the cat is hungry. Why are you hesitating? Spare the mouse. Whoa, 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 pal. You're mocking me, aren't you? Last chance. Hand over the prey. Now. Spare the mouse. You let the mouse go. It scurries away, squeezing into a tiny hole in the wall. But you don't pay but you don't pay it. You don't pay mind it much. You don't flinch as a giant, blocking your path through the alley's entrance. Now that you've had any delusions about escaping, the cat is hungry after all. You close your eyes and expect them as the paw gently pulls you back, and chomp. Ending 24. Ending 26. So I'm assuming that ending 20, what's it called? 25 is, feeding the mouse to the cat. Oh, no, I don't want to do it. Oh, he shakes his head. Oh, no, I don't want to do it either, little man. The mouse is reluctant. I'm so sorry. The cat tears it. Oh my god. Oh, let's go. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. The mouse pain squeaks and squeals, pierce through into your arms, with abruptly cut off. Satisfied, the cat meows happily at you, granting its fangs. The cat curls up now, bloodstained in the box, and goes to sleep. You take the chance to leave. A well-fed cat will likely follow you home after all. And cute as the cat is, you really can't afford a pet right now. Just go home. After a long walk home, you finally enter your apartment. You head straight for your room. And you collapse on your bed and falling into a fitful sleep. Later, you wake up. At night. Squeaking and scurrying noises all around you. So loud and constant they sound like screams in the darkness of your room. You see the shifting shadows of hundreds of mice scurrying around your bed. You try to run. But you cry out as twin lances of pain race up your leg. You fall off the bed in your attempt to escape. The hordes of mice dodging you as you crash into the ground. You can't stand up, looking back and squinting in the dark. You just about make the source of your pain. The flesh and tendons of your heels and ankles are mangled, bitten through your socks. No, leave me alone! Desperate, you crawl with only your arms to the door. The mice descend upon you, biting into your skin, gnawing away at pieces of you. You start to fade in and out of consciousness, but you still reach up for the doorknob. Your arm heavy, weighed down by the mice clinging to it with little claws and tiny teeth. You manage to jostle the knob enough for the door to slowly swing open. Plop. But your outstretched arm suddenly falls to the ground lifeless. The mice manage to chew through the flesh bone and now dismembered limb. Why didn't I read it? A newly opened doorway sits a familiar looking mouse. It stares at you, the darkness of its beady black eyes. You can't begin to measure their depths, nor the hatred pouring out from within them. I tried to let you go, man, and I got eaten instead, so all of it. No matter what, I get eaten. Aimed at you. You collapse, head hitting the floor as another arm is eaten away as well. You're not sure how you're still conscious. The pain should be indescribable. And yet you feel like a cold sense of loss. The mice have clustered along your back now, gnawing and ripping their way between your shoulder blades to your back and your chest. I'll be doing that all episode, you're fine. Or all video. You weakly cough up blood. They must have damaged something important. You feel something being pulled out of you. And in between the moments of that blankets of darkness fade out of your vision, you hear something that wet pop in the ground in front of you. You pry up your eyes to see it's in front of the mouse. Weirdly shaped with red blood and pulsating, and oh, that's your heart, isn't it? All the other mice descend upon it, abandoning your half-eating body. You're losing a lot of blood. You feel sleepy, but you also feel anger? Yeah, yes. So much anger. How dare they? How dare they? The last thing you see before your vision fails you. Here's a pair of glowing eyes staring in the back from beyond the doorway. Owie! You hear squeaks and shrieks of terror all around you. Low yowls, deep snarls, gnashing teeth, tearing flesh. As your remaining senses leave you, you smile weakly with the last of your strength. When something soft, slightly damp and sticky fur nuzzles your cheek. Good kitty. Ending 27, well fed. Ending 27, you say? Not ending 25 like I had predicted. Alrighty then. Let us head back to the, I guess I could just hit continue from here. Take the cat home? No, fuck. Back. Do not take the cat home. Feed the cat. We're going to once again check our pockets. In your right pocket is a bar of chocolate. I'm sorry. You find a chocolate bar. Is it? No, nope, no, it's not even expired. Quite fine indeed. You're about to offer to the cat. Chocolate. Go inside. As shows haven't done this, you decide to cut your losses, head inside. Your sins weigh down on you, but you're only human. What more can you do? Geez, you try to ignore the yowling of the neighborhood cats as you go about your chores. You consider preparing dinner. But how could you enjoy it knowing how much hungry those poor cats outside are? The ones you've wronged. You start to take a bath and go straight to bed without dinner. A fitting punishment for someone like you. You forego into the fancy bath bubbles because you don't deserve them and sink into the water with a sigh. Your mind races, but you can't really think of any immediate solution that that doesn't require more money. You wish there was anything you could do to make things right. Suddenly, your legs start to feel really itchy. You try to lift one to see what's going on, but what rises out of the water isn't a pair of legs. It's the fishtail. You feel dizzy at the sight. Maybe you're hallucinating from all the stress. Yeah, that's it. You try to climb out of the tube, out of the tube, out of the tub to cool your head, but instead your hand rising to brace itself. It's a fin. Wet fin stretches out to plop on the rim. Yep, of course, you're a fish now. And all the cats are going to eat you. Ooh. That you slip and smack your head on the side of the bathtub, passing out almost immediately. You're awake, you think, anyway. Now you open your eyes and, oh, we're underwater. You must have slid beneath the surface of the bathwater. You gasp. Instinctively, hold on, my foot has a cramp. Holy shit. Go away. Except not really. A bubble simply floats out of your mouth, up to the surface. You're broke as heck, so you know your bathtub isn't that big. Did you shrink? But how? And even if there were a reasonable answer, it wouldn't explain how you haven't drowned yet. You swim to the edge of the tub and see the truth in the shadow silhouette. You've been turned into a fish? This isn't possible. You don't get any time to ponder over this, unfortunately, because just then, a shadow looms over you from above. You look up and see the cat. It peers down at you from beyond the water surface. And then you realize, this is the answer. This is how you're meant to atone. With a heavy heart, you swim up to the surface. The cat scoops you up, tossing you out of the tub onto the bathroom tiles. As you flop around gasping for air, or water, you realize the cat wasn't alone. Dozens of hungry eyes peer down at you. You can hear the yowling of what sounds like hundreds of cats outside your bathroom window. You send one last look to the cat before closing your eyes and accepting your fate. As the cats descend upon you, tearing at your flesh. You find yourself mourning the fact that you're not even big enough to feed all of them. Even in the end, you couldn't properly atone. Your efforts, your life, all of it, amounted to nothing. Ending 25, Seafood Sacrifice. Every visual novel I play is like a horror game in some sort of way. I just realized that. Or like a very, very sad game. Like, what's it called? Hush Hush was very sad. Doki Doki is very horror-filled. This is very horror-filled. Slay the Princess is very, maybe not. Maybe that one, would that be considered horror? I don't know if you consider that horror. Anyway, I think there's something had to do with the nap. Something else to do with the nap. Either that or something else to do with the bubbles. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna hit continue. Yeah, continue. We're gonna take the cat home. No, not Da Vinci. Jesus Christ. Da Vinci, go the fuck away. I'll edit the video once I'm done recording it. How about that, Da Vinci? Take a nap. Okay, we're gonna do something else with the nap. Okay, so we moved the cat before, right? That's how we... Never mind, how the fuck did we get... Cause, like... Never mind, it's the same one. Fuck, what is the ending of 6? Am I gonna have to start looking up what these endings are? Because, like, there's an entire big slot just missing, like, right here. And right here at the end. And I feel like it would have to do with not getting the cat, right? Like, do not take the cat home. No? Okay, Da Vinci is still open. I said close Da Vinci. Thank you. Am I ready yet? Yeah, I didn't think so. Like, play with cat. There's only so much shit you can do to play with the cat. Can we just keep going down the same path? I just want to see if I don't remember if this is a different ending. Phew, that was weird. You could distance away one. Not again. Don't ignore me. Don't ignore me. Creeped out, you said to go home. I know you're seeing these. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Whoa. That's more, like, creepypasta-esque. Come back. Oh, a bunch of comebacks. Great. I can't see you. What the fuck's with the eye? Can always see you. You can't hide. Oh, now it's his eye. I will always find you. Oh, whoa. Your eyes dart around nervously, certain that you're being followed. But there's nothing there. You're finally home, but feel too shaken for any relief to calm down. You rush to the bathroom and slam the door behind you. Everything's okay. This isn't real. It's just like a bad dream. Everything's okay. You fumble in the dark to turn on the sink and splash your face with some cold water, hoping it would calm your mind and stop the hallucinations, because that's all they are, right? Hallucinations? You're really regretting leaving home today. You must have been overworking yourself more than you realized. Yeah, that must be. You jump as your phone alerts you to yet another message you received. Well then. Check the phone. With shaking hands, you look at your phone. Hi, friend. More creepypasta-esque ones. Oh! What? Startled, you swirl around and instinctively jump back. You slip. Smash the back of your head into the bathroom mirror. You don't register the pain just yet, your eyes shifting wildly around the room. There's nothing there. Nothing at all. You feel dizzy. You dazedly feel the back of your head and examine your hand. You can't really see anything, but it feels warm and wet. The smell of copper fills the air. The dizziness overwhelms you and you collapse on the bathroom tiles. Help. You reach for your phone to call an ambulance. The batteries are dead. Ending 30, photobomber. Ending 30? That's like a weird number. Like, weirdly in the middle of like our missing items. Really nailed your good side with this one. Okay, load. Ignore. The phone vibrates instantly over and over again, but you just can't look. You keep your eyes squeezed shut, your fingers tightly. Oh my god, can you shut up? In your mind, you beg whoever or whatever is doing this to stop already. Please, 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 just put me out of my misery. You mutter this quietly, you don't really mean it. You don't. But as the words take shape in the dark corners of your mind, the phone immediately starts vibrating. You think this would give you relief, but you only feel dread sinking heavily into your stomach. You feel eyes on you. You can feel puffs of air on the back of your neck. Damp and deep and slow. You take a deep breath and open your eyes. Then look. You look at the mirror. Nothing. You peek around the room. Still nothing. Nothing at all. But you know that something is there, waiting to be acknowledged, for you to accept the fact of its existence. Only then will deign to give you peace, to free you from a life of constantly looking over your shoulder, of fearing your own image, your own reflection. You can feel that the patient's limitless and old. You can't win against it in a war of attrition. Your lifespan will long expire before it tires of you. So, you close your eyes and accept it. Oh, Jesus. As your head is severed from your neck, you're filled with peace, grateful that at the very least, you never had to see it, whatever it was. Ending 31, headshot. I'm going really fast with these just because there's like a lot of them. I want to see what the image is for this one. Oh. Alrighty then. What else is there to do though? Okay, we've already gotten this one. Okay, there has to be something else with taking the cat home. Not history, no. Skip. Okay, so clearly the other one's with feeding the cat again. No, wait, it can't be. Okay, what were the endings in between that one? It was the napping one and the feeding one. Okay, so maybe it had something to do with the, picking tuna to give it? Am I already gonna have to look up help guide? Self-voicing? Okay, well, we're gonna hit continue, we're gonna hit V.
Self-voicing enabled. You're walking. Right. Of course. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. Self-voicing disabled.
Yeah, get rid of that shit. That's like the Minecraft self-talk thing. Okay, I'm gonna look up what I need. I can't. I do not know where to go from here. Okay, hold on. Oh, here we go. So ending. Okay, ending 7. Pet the cat. Oh, have we not pet the cat yet? Wasn't there an option that was just like pet cat? Oh my god. Oh, keep petting. You're not quite ready to stop. You feel so calm and repetitive. You keep petting. Keep petting. When you scratch around the cat's chin and bite your fingers, you might be bleeding, but it really barely hurts. More of a warning than anything. The cat struggles in your hold. It's watching you closely. Keep petting. You keep petting the cat. Chomp. The cat bites off your finger. It hurts. You're definitely bleeding now, but for some reason, you just can't stop. You don't know what it is. Its fur is much softer than you realized. You think that it might be shining in the faint light of your living room, but it's as if the darkness of the cat's black coat is sucking in all the illumination around it, rendering it completely null. You're drawn to it, like you're somehow holding a deep, dark abyss right in your lap. It seems calmer now, munching on your severed finger, the stump between your thumb and middle fingers leaking. You keep petting. You fret that your blood will ruin its fur, but the cat no longer seems to mind. Time passes. It's dark out now. Soft as the fur is, your palm has already started to feel raw and damp under the constant friction from your petting. You think faintly that might have had enough. You start to lift your hand from the cat, when in a flash... Owie. Yeah, I figured. Your entire hand is separated from your wrist. It flops onto the lap beside the cat. The cat's claws right on its front paw, glistening with crimson liquid. You don't feel it for a moment, but your body tenses, anticipating the pain as you blankly watch the cat lick at the bloody palm of your severed hand. That hurts. It really, really hurts. Then, the cat looks up to you and feels compelled to keep petting. You're reluctant, but you're also afraid of what will happen if you don't heed the call. What will you lose next if you try to resist again? You were hurt for your insistent petting earlier, yet now you've been hurt for trying to stop. It defies all logic. That's what scares you. There's no reasoning with such fickle whims. You feebly try to raise your uninjured hand to pet the cat, but it stiffens, golden eyes glinting dangerously. Well, alright then. You raise your bleeding stump and resume your petting to the best of your ability. You pet. And bleed. You pet. And bleed. You pet. And bleed. You pet. You. Ending 7, personal boundaries. There we go. Ending 7. Right then, I don't know where else to go from here, so we have 30 of the 40 endings, which is pretty cool. Next up is ending 22. Turn your back after choosing to leave the cat in the alleyway, then stay. Oh, so okay. So there's multiple endings for just turning back, and then coming. For like going and then turning back. So do not take the cat home. So we leave the cat. Turn it back after choosing to leave the cat in the alleyway and stay. Okay, so then turn back. What kind of monster would you be if you could? You sigh and walk back to the cat. It looks almost hopeful, its tail switching as it leans up more towards you, as if eager for your next move. Turn back, and then stay. It's strange. The more you hesitate to leave the alley, the more you find yourself wondering, what's the point? You'll go where? Do what? What's the point when you're always doing all of it completely and utterly alone? Even going home to your apartment wouldn't help, would it? One bedroom, one bathroom, and one you living in it? It's been like that for so long. So long. You're startled when you feel an impossibly soft paw press against your wet cheek. You didn't realize you'd been crying. Or that your little breakdown had literally brought you to your knees right in front of the cat's box. You feel slightly embarrassed, but the cat responds as if it can sense your self-deprecating feelings creeping in. It presses its paw on your cheek 3 times in quick succession, as if trying to slap you out of your melancholic state. But they're so light that it stops from getting gently and eagerly petted. You can't help but laugh a little. Can't believe I'm having a meltdown in a dirty and old alleyway with a stray cat comforting me. You smile and show your gratitude with a scratch to the cat's chin. Thanks, I'm fine, really. That just happens sometimes. I really do like being alone most of the time. It's the only time I feel comfortable being myself, you know? But even I get lonely every now and then. It's easy to ignore when I'm keeping myself busy. That's why I pushed myself to go out today, I think. Or maybe I was hoping to make a friend or something. Though I guess that wouldn't be a good idea. I doubt someone like me would make a very good friend to anyone. Okay, maybe I won't go so far to say that, but... You stay, and just talk to the cat about anything that comes to mind. Your isolation, your loneliness, your many fears, your losses, your emptiness. Although, the longer you stay there, the smaller that once insignificant emptiness feels. It's been so long since someone just listened. Your words shift to gentler topics, your hopes, your dreams, your memories of the past. As you talk, you don't notice the once cold, concrete walls of the alley becoming flesh-like, warm and pink, its softness slowly engulfing the both of you. The sound of your own voice feels hypnotic as it reaches your ears, encouraging you to speak more of the depths of your heart into the open. You give in easily. When you do run out of the words, you're not sure how long you've been sitting there. But not knowing doesn't seem to bother you. Still, a strange question enters your mind. Leave and go home? Why would I want to do that? You're too tired to move. Pouring out your heart and soul has taken a surprising toll on you, but you have no regrets. You're so happy. You don't think you've ever felt so heard, so seen. You lean forward to rest your head in the box. You don't feel the rough cardboard you were expecting. Instead, you find yourself resting on a massive something. Something soft and slightly damp and warm. So warm. But you can't find in you to care what it could be. You're so tired. You close your eyes, and you get the feeling that you'll probably never open again. But as that all-encompassing warmth increases, you slowly, completely, you feel nothing but pure contentment. Ending 22, not alone. Dang. Okay, then. You don't take the cat home. You leave the cat. You turn back. And then you leave again. You really can't afford to take a cat home with you. Well, maybe it wouldn't be completely impossible. A few extraneous luxuries cut here and there, and you can see things working out, sure, but there's a slight problem that's been making you waver this whole time. One you simply can't ignore. The problem being that you just can't trust this cat. It sounds ridiculous even in your head. Cats don't require trust to care for. They're incapable of betrayal or deception, specifically because they're like other animals. They only seek out the most basic essentials of living, procreation, and comfort. Malice isn't something that could ever logically be applied to them. And yet, you feel it. That behind the gut-wrenchingly adorable face is something dangerous. And that something brought you here. It called you here. You're a curious person, but even you can't shake the deep, instinctual desire to get away from it, 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 get away from it. The cat faces look blank. It's an expression you've seen on many cats before, but something about it feels sharper, like it's aware of your thoughts and intention to leave. It's daring you to try. You slowly stand up. The cat tracks your movement with its eyes, not bothering to move its head. You don't say a word. You try not to even blink. Get away from it, 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 get away from it. Though you don't really succeed. You turn around and quickly leave the alley, feeling those sharp eyes on you the whole way. When you get to the good distance away, you're finally taking deep gulps of air. You feel better now. There's still plenty of time left to enjoy your day off. As long as you forget everything that just happened. But what do? Go to watch a movie. Go to the carnival. Or go to the dog park. Go to the new cinema this time. Do your streaming. What the? How did you get back here? Get away from me, get away from me, get away from me, get away from me, get away from me. You leave the alley, quickly. What now? Go to the carnival. You spend the day at the carnival, yeah. Enter the maze. It retina. You enter the maze. The cat's face looks. Get away from me, get away from me, get away from me, get away from it. You leave the alley, quickly. What now? Go to the dog park. They should all just die! I can't even look back at it. You said to move on. You don't have to wait very long. Puppy. The cat's face looks. Get away from me, get away from me, get away from me, get away from it. You leave the alley quickly. What now? Go watch a movie. Okay, so now we go to the old theater, yeah. Jesus Christ, stop with the creepypasta looking shit. Oh, that's very creepypasta. The cat's face looks. It's. Get away from me, get away from me, get away. You leave the alley quickly. What now? Go home. Wait, haven't you done this before? You feel sick. Looking around, you suddenly realize that, unlike earlier, there isn't a single person in sight. You're alone. You're completely alone. So why do you feel like you're being watched right now? You feel your heartbeat start to race. You need to go home now. You walk back home, the feeling of the eyes getting on your back getting worse with each step. By the time you're fumbling with the keys to your door, you're soaked through with cold sweat. Your skin prickles and itches. The heavy gaze you feel might as well be your eyeballs physically pressing into your flesh. Sticky and unnatural. You finally get inside and... the weight of relief inside escapes through your lips to actually cause you physical shudder. The horrible feeling from earlier immediately dissipates as if it was never there. In the wake of its departure, you're left shaking in your cold, sweat-soaked clothes, but you're too relieved to care. Exhausting you into the very concept of being head straight to bed. I don't know why I read it like that. You open the door and heading to... hi there. Not again. No. You back up in fear. Your eyes strain on the cat with a horrifying grin. You need to escape. You need to get out, but even if your home isn't safe anymore, where will you go? You risk glancing around and you see the walls around you become fleshy and lined with sharp teeth. The ground now with tongue writhing under your feet. In a horror, you realize that the alley entrance is getting smaller and smaller, closing like a mouth. You try to run for the exit. Nowhere to hide. But trying to run your tongue slows your speed significantly as you stumble and trip. No. You watch as Elby's last sliver of life when the entrance tightens beyond your sight. Beyond a size you can never even hope to squeeze through. The darkness falls over you. You feel the damp humidity of the mouth all around you. The walls and the teeth and the fangs. They take their time closing in, closer and closer. And... well, I'm eating now. I'm now cat food. Ending 23. Feedback loop. Okay, so that was those two. So now we need ending 28, 29, 30, 32, 33, 36, 37, 38, 39. Okay. Ending... which one do we need? Ending 28. You have to finish endings 25 through 27 to unlock, okay? And when prompted, stop cat. Stop cat. What? Okay, you need to finish endings prompted don't stop cat. Hold on, what are these endings? 24 through... okay, so they're all the feeding ones. So we have to go down the feeding route. Found it. The cat lets out a pleading little sound. It's hungry. It must be starving. So, you look around, see a nearby shard of glass. Your body moves as if it knows what to do. What needs to be done. You take the shard and... I made that mistake once. Here's a little story time for you all. I was at a basketball court one day. And I was playing on one court, and I look over to the other one, and I see the fact that there's like a plastic pieces on the ground of what looked to be like a plastic Coke bottle or something. And my dumbass goes over and picks up a piece. Someone calls my name, so I put down the piece and I walk over to them. And they're like, hey, your hand's bleeding. And I look over and I had a big cut on my hand. Because it was glass, not plastic. Yep. Oh, that was only your finger. Why would you do that? You carefully hold your finger over the cat. Dark red blood bleeds at the wound. Before growing heavy enough to drip into the cat's open, waiting jaws. It meows happily at you. You smile warmly and lower your hand onto the box, stroking the cat's cheek before lapping it gently at your bleeding finger. When the flow gets weak and the cat moves for you, you squeeze below the wound, coaxing out more blood. You feel a strange but welcome sense of comfort from the odd exchange. A being other than yourself was hungry, and you were able to provide its sustenance. The small wrong in the world made right. Even if so strangely done and only temporarily. Ironically, it's at that moment that you start to feel dizzy. You didn't think you were losing that much blood. You slump against the cat's box and listen to it meow in distress. You think it sounds worried about you, or at least you'd like to think so. Or it could just want more blood as well. The cat hops out of the box into your lap, nuzzling at your stomach, meowing unhappily. You wish you could ease its concerns, but it's not like you can just talk to each other. You can't help but try to remember the last time you talked to anyone, actually. If you were to die here and now in this alleyway, how long would it take for someone to realize you were missing? Then that you were gone. Your thoughts are interrupted by the cat. Yells loudly, tensing in your lap. Growls? Howls? I don't know. No time to wonder as your voice rings from the empty alleyway. Hello? How's the person? Hey, are you alright? You don't answer, you don't think you can. Your voice still locked away deep within you. The cat looks up at you with a long stare, as if assessing you. It looks back towards the voice with a final nuzzle to your stomach. It hops out of your lap, walking towards the alley's entrance. Then, it shifts as its face opens up. It peels back. It opens again. Writhing tendrils peeking out from where you think its mouth should be. The stranger silhouette freezes light in the light beyond the alley. What the hell is... But they don't have time to finish their question. The tendrils converge into one before shooting out of the cat's jaws and piercing into the stranger's shoulder. They let out a pain cry, a fearful yell. They claw at the tendrils, trying to pull them loose, but to no avail. You can't seem to process their screams. You stare at the creature before you, so different from the cat who meowed out of concern for you earlier. Stop the cat. You can't. You can't let this happen. You shakily crawl forward. You weakly grab at the conjured tendrils that pulse as they drain the stranger's blood. When you tug as firmly as you're able, the tendrils' pulsing halts, and the cat turns to you. He is pissed. Makes a strange trilling noise that sounds like a question, but you have no answer. You can't even understand the question, so you simply scoop up the creature, the cat, cradling in your arms. You gaze almost longingly at the light beyond the alley's entrance. You don't know what's going on, but you can't just sit by and watch someone else be eaten so viciously. Not when they tried to see if you were okay. Not when they could offer yourself instead. You think the stranger set free, because after the sound of the shoes hastily scuffing on the pavement fades into the distance. Owie. You feel something sharp pierce your back. It feels thin, almost like a needle. So the pain passes quickly as your body adjusts to the intrusion. You're sure it wasn't so thin when it skewered through the stranger's shoulder earlier. But as you feel as your blood leave your body slowly as if being pumped out, it gets harder to think and your vision starts to fail you. The creature in your arms makes a soft sound. You hold it tightly and closely as your weak arms can manage. This is fine. You're okay with this. You don't know if anything will change. Surely the cat will go hungry again at some point after you're gone and no longer an option. But at least this time, you were able to save someone. Ending 28 personal care package. Personal care package. Okay, so ending 29, 32, 33. Okay, we're almost there. So ending 29 is letting the cat feed it. Oh, someone help me, help me! Help. The way as the creature devours a stranger. Drain them until they're nothing but a husk of bone, skin, and clothes heaped on the floor. You feel awful, but what could you do? The creature is also a living thing. Shouldn't it be allowed to eat what it needs to? Does it not also have the right to do what it must to survive? You know the voice in the back of your head that questions if there could be another way. It's not like you tried to see if you could eat anything other than blood. Human blood. Now did you? The creature purrs as it rubs its side into your arm. You realize that after a bit of rest, you've already started feeling better. But you also think that something inside you feels a little bit broken too. You're not quite sure what it is yet. You stand and hold out your arms. Still hungry? The creature trills happily, and hops into your outstretched arms. Let's go then, yeah? You leave the alley together. You go back into the world together. The cat is hungry. It will be hungry often from now on. Very often. Screams of fear and terror follow you both wherever you go. And without a thought or care or concern for any of it, you just stand back and watch. Ending 21, All You Can Eat Blood Fae. That's a really cool ending name. I like that. All You Can Eat Blood Fae. Okay, then what is 33 and 34? Play a game with the cat, then... Or wait, no. Play a game with the cat, then... Or back up. Okay, so we need to... Play a game with the cat. Keep playing. You try again. This time you go a bit slower. 1, 2, 3. Red light. You turn around this time. The cat's out of the box. The cat freezes under your stare as if you think you can't see it if it doesn't move. So cute. Satisfied the cat is getting the hang of the game, you turn around, speeding back up. 1, 2, 3. Red light. You turn around. The cat's a few steps away from the box now, peeking out behind a dumpster. Its eyes trained rather intensely on you. Well, this is having fun. You turn again, and you feel a sudden chill run under your spine. You feel silly, but you can't help counting a little faster this time. 1, 2, 3, red light! Whirling around after you say red light, you look at the cat. It's halfway down the alleyway, closer to you now, but it's as if the perspective of what you're seeing is off somehow. The cat doesn't look little. Bigger? Its pupils are thin slits now. Something's not right. The cat meows at you again, but it sounds much deeper than earlier. It's crouched down as if poised to lunge forward. Your breath shudders a little as your heart starts to race. Your foot instinctively shifts back. You freeze immediately. The cat looks impatient. It wants to keep playing, but you gulp and turn around. And swiftly counting and turning again, gasp out. 1, 2, 3, red light! Your ground shakes and whirls you whirl to the background. You find yourself staring at a long surface of black fur. You slowly look up and up. You see a giant shadowy figure leering down from its position hunched over you. What's moving? Fangs dripping with saliva. Claws crushing into the concrete walls of the alleyway. Its glowing eyes are unblinking as they look back at you. The cat waiting for your next turn, but it's so close. If you turn around now, you don't want to play anymore. Okay, here is ending 33 and 34. Or 32 and 34. So, when you put the cat, try to escape. Okay then. Dinging appears in your soft flash. You stomach with ease. As you lift in the drilling game and draws above you, you can't help but think this must have been another way out of this. Pointless regrets are pretty typical for you, aren't they? Ending 34. Ending 32. Be a quitter. Please tell me the image of the ending is the cat leaning over you. Yeah. Okay. Last one. Is it the last one? Oh, it does say endgame endings after 35, so maybe this is the last one. Enjoy living over here. You take a step back. No, that's cheating. Restore backup. That easy. Right. Then cheat. Or back up. Oh, we're spelling back up. What are you doing? Stop! You'll break everything! The guest shows you as you keep contacting back up. You step back and back. And as you take one more step back and more step back out of the alleyway. Go home. Error. 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 This is starting to feel like a Garry's Mod map. Error. You didn't download all the files for the Garry's Mod map. Error, 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 error. Error, 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 error. The world outside of the alleyway seems to be broken. What exactly do you do? It's all the errors. Error apocalypse. Ending 33. Error found. Alrighty then. Yeah, because it's the document I'm using to figure out what the endings, what you need to do to get to the endings. It shows that ending past 35 is all endgame endings. Alrighty then, so let's hit continue. You've been enjoying yourself, haven't you? Yes, I as well. Still, all good things must come to an end, and I believe you are ready. Do you not take the cat home? You are ready. I am ready! Only one thing left. So, what you do with this cat has been very, very, very naughty. Begin restoration? Okay, hint. What you do with the cat has been very, very, very naughty. Oh, it's naughty. Okay, got it. Oh, kill. Kill it. Kill cat. Are you sure? Yes. Once you do this, you won't be able to turn back. Do it. Last chance. Are you really sure about this? Kill the cat. You kill the cat. A corpse lays limp and lifeless in its now bloodstained cardboard box. What would you like to do? Check pockets. Check pockets. There's no point. The cat's dead. You dig your pockets. Left pocket. String. Useless. Right pocket. Chocolate. You eat the chocolate. You throw your phone. You take a picture? No point. The cat's dead. What would you like to do? Look around the area. What are you looking for? The cat is dead. You look anyway. You look to your right. Nothing but trash. You look up. The sun reaches over here in here. The sun never reaches out in here. Tell it's behind you. Nobody saw. You look down in front of you. Oh yeah, the cat's dead. What'd you like to do? Leave. You're done here. You turn around and leave the alleyway. At least, you try to. As you stand at the edge of the alley's entrance, you see that nothing exists beyond it, just an empty black void. You turn back. I can't see anything. And you see that the black of the alley has become shrouded in darkness. You can't see a thing. Yeah, I can't either. I'll leave the alley. But there's nothing there. Leave the alley. But there's nothing. Okay, I'll approach the darkness. Closer. And closer. And slash. Your bleep. Ow. Stop it. Stop, please. I'm begging you. Alrighty then. You collapse to your knees. The front of your body slashed open, leaking blood and guts and organs down to your torso and over your lap. Don't you know that cats have 9 lives? Wait. Can you just stop it? Ending 36. 8 more left. That? Do not take it home. No, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. I wanted to look at the ending. Stop it. I wanted to look at 8th. Okay. So it's just us holding the glass. That one's open now. You never leave unconditional love. Not even as young as one. Not even as young as I was on that day that changed my life forever. Still, I always assumed that day would come to the closest to granting it to me. It's what they always say, right? That parents' love is unconditional. The wounds they inflicted on my skin and in my heart had long since scarred over the day that I had dealt the final blow. Or they had felt the final blow. It all it took were 2 little words. Get out. The day they finally turned their backs on me, abandoned me. That was the day it found me. It offered me an unfathomable kind of love. A love that could be limitless, endless, powerless, or powerful, all-consuming. A love unmatched. A love unlike anything that could exist in this world. But there was one thing there's one thing that the love it offered could never be. Unconditional. Where am I? And so, you find yourself here, yet again. What? Who said that? And where is here? I can't see anything. Why? Here is here, silly. You're... Well, do you remember me this time? I never would have thought of myself as being forgettable, but I suppose it's the first time for everything. Your memory slowly pieces together fragments of a moment. An encounter. A cat in an alleyway. I took you home with me, didn't I? Correct. You were daydreaming so long, you even had me worried. Can you imagine that? Here I am indulging a little in playing with my prey, only for you to completely zone out on me. The game's no fun if you're not present, you know. No, I don't know. I don't understand what's going on at all. Curious, are you? Curious as you are, I should have expected that you would have questions. Well, I suppose you've put me in a good enough mood to be generous and hear you out. Very well. What would you like to know? What do you mean I was daydreaming? It's the first thing that came to mind, really. You were on the brink of death, but instead of watching your life flash before your eyes, you got stuck reliving the moment we met. Subconsciously coming up with scenarios in which you managed to survive. Well, maybe you would have, but I couldn't resist messing with your imagination a little bit. You did just start ignoring me out of nowhere, after all. You know by now how much I love attention. Your little thought experiments were rather amusing, but if I might say, you must have had a pretty dull life to forego indulging in precious memories of bygone days, in favor of daydreaming about a single encounter, over and over and over again. I've heard of having regrets on one's deathbed, but this has been ridiculous. Ridiculously intriguing, that is. Or perhaps rather than regrets, I was what you found intriguing. Am I still daydreaming? You're lucid, I'd say, since you finally remembered me and all. Seems you're finally ready to end this farce, amusing as it has been. What would you like to know? Where are we right now? Inside your head, silly. The real versions of ourselves are halted in time back in reality, though I doubt much time has actually passed. These things tend to happen in the blink of an eye, after all. Well, usually anyway. What would you like to know? Why do you keep killing me? Oh, don't be so dramatic. I don't keep killing you. I haven't killed you once yet. Those are just thoughts and ideas floating around your head that I admittedly had a little fun with. Can you blame me? I would have gotten bored just waiting for you to wake up. You even made me kill you in the end. Yes, I suppose I was curious to see if you actually would. You certainly didn't hold back. You must have been quite angry with me. It's fine, though. You know what they say about curiosity, right? It was my own choice, and besides, I got you back, didn't I? What would you like to know? You're a cat. How are you talking? What do you mean? I have been talking to you all along. Intriguing as your imagination is, it would have ran wild without my help. I was guiding you the whole time. Didn't you hear me in your thoughts? Like this. But you're a cat. Well, I have to do the narrator voice. Didn't you hear me in your thoughts? Like this. But you're a cat. How are you doing this? I'm quite powerful, yes, but also not so much. What does that mean? Besides, what makes you so sure I'm a cat? My appearance, I doubt I resemble any cat you've ever seen before, right? Then what the hell are you if you're not a cat? I didn't say I wasn't a cat, did I? Holy shit. I could be a demon, or a god, or an alien from another galaxy, or an interdimensional abomination. Or I really could just be a cat. It doesn't really matter what I am, does it? Certainly what I can do would be more pressing matter, yes? A real cat could not have done all this. You're really hung up on appearances, aren't you? Do you have some kind of proof that cats don't possess powers like that? I doubt it. And you know, it's pretty rude of you to keep going on and on and on about what I am, before you've even asked who I am or what my name is. Okay, then what's your name? Well, I'm not going to tell you now. Learn some manners first, then we'll see. Well, maybe in your next life anyway. What would you like to know? What do you want? Well, if we're talking about my original goals, those were a bit personal, I'd say. And anyway, things have changed. Right now? Well, presently, I'd like to have some more fun with you. Your company has been very entertaining thus far. Given more time, and under different circumstances, perhaps we could have been... Well, all good things must come to an end, and you can't really want to spend what little time you have left in regret and delusion, right? Alternatively, I'm also quite hungry after waiting for so long for you to wake up. At this point, I could go either way. Have I satisfied your curiosity now? I have just one more question. Why me? Why call out to me of all people? All I did was call out for someone to hear me. I called out, and you were the first person who came to me. Simple as that. Were you hoping for some special reason? I'm afraid I don't have one. Everything I've come to like about you were things discovered after our initial encounter. So there's no big reason for any of this. The reason is far less interesting than the results that have come out from our interaction. I've only called to satiate my hunger. In doing so, I found far more valuable. I know for a fact that regardless of how this plays out, I will never forget you. Oh, what do you mean? I've been taking a liking to you, human, and so I'll grant you another chance. Another choice. This place is... You remember this place. Being chased. Being hunted. Being afraid. So afraid. That fear that so attracted me to you. That instinctive desperation to survive. I craved it all. As I am the origin of those delectable emotions. You are already mine. But I will still permit you to have the chance to accept the reality of your fate. Human, join me or perish. Sure. Splendid. Come forward, my human. You step forward and pick up the cat. You cradle it in your arms, reaching up to scratch its head. Suddenly, you start to feel sleepy, but the sudden weight of fatigue doesn't cause you to sway on your feet or stumble at all. What's Shh, don't worry. You no longer need to worry about anything anymore. Just sleep and dream those sweet, sweet dreams for me. Excellent. With this, you will soon become part of me. Ending 37. Forever. Whoa. Okay then. Back again, are you? You've already reached the best outcome you're going to get. What more are you hoping to achieve? You wouldn't be thinking of going back on our promise to join me, right? Have I not yet satisfied your curiosity? No. No? Well, in that case... What would you like to know? Nothing, I don't care. Really? Perhaps you're not as curious as I thought. Still. Take a link, so I'll grant you another Oh, wait, shit. Okay. So what happens if I say I'd rather die? I see, then there's nothing left to say. Resigned to your fate, you finally turn around. What the fuck are these? What is this? It's enormous. Shapeless, billowing like thick smoke in the wind. The shadow-like entity towers above you. So high it looks like the sky poured down to earth. It is still pouring even. It is unfathomable that your tiny world is even able to stand under the weight of the reality of such a being's existence. And that you and your fragile mind haven't fallen to ruin as well. Oh, it's consuming me. Alrighty then. You step forward into the monstrous... Oh, I'm going towards it. Masma. And now offer yourself to it. Darkness. Surrounded by pure and absolute darkness. You're very suddenly hit with the feeling that you are not alone. Like you just stepped into an unveiling, possibly crowded space. Your ears even start to ring with the sensation of countless conversations, words, whispers, screams, all overlapping. But you don't actually see or hear anyone or anything. You're alone. Even as your senses lie to, trying to make you think otherwise. You're more alone than you've ever been. Lies. Lies? Lies. Listen. Listen, please. Is someone really... I can't see you. Where are you? Nothing. Nothing left to see. Only hear. Hear us. Listen, please. Are you all trapped too, in this place? No place. Us. All you see, hear, feel is us. Us. And it. We are victims. Prey. Like you. We are many. Beyond counting. Our body's gone. With time. Walls left behind. Us. Our wills left behind. Us. Us. We became... What you see. This place is us. Need you. Need your help. Help. But what can I do? It, too greedy, make mistake. Ate too many, we are many, now strong. We are strong. Made it strong, but make mistake, error, flaw. Weakness, then why not escape yourselves? Too long here, too long, one, we are one, with it. Bodies lost, minds, wills, us, all corrupted, no body can't escape. You two, you, we, it, one, all of now one. But you, new, fresh body. Still have body. Escape is possible. Because still one, with it. Even just you, if escape, with mind, with body. It would unravel. Lose power, lose strength, lose us. Us, set free, forever, finally, escape, help. How do I do that? It, remember, it lies, hidden in truths, lies, lies. Escape, push forward, it lies, persist. 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 You ignore their words. Deep down, you know there's no way something like you could win against it. The cat. Trying would be pointless. Absurd, stupid, as is a pointless effort. Those hopes of those words, their wills, it would all be wasted on you. So, you accept your fate and choose to perish. You're not sure how long it takes, but their pathetic pleas eventually grow silent. Ending blank, the perish thought? No, this would be another daydream, isn't it? You're lucid again? In here? But how did you... Well, you've been dreaming about the same day over and over. You kind of start to notice the patterns. Listen, I'm nothing special. I don't really have any friends. I don't like crowds or going out most of the time, and more often than not, I'm alone, even in my own home. One bedroom, one bathroom, and one me living alone in it. It'd be easy to say that I don't have much to lose. My life is admittedly pretty boring. But it is my life. And if this is my dream, then you're not calling the shots anymore. I don't think you understand what's going on here. No, you're the one who isn't getting it. You called me. You're the one who needs me. Whether it's to eat me, or kill me, or make me yours forever, it doesn't matter. I'm done here. I'm going home. You forget yourself, human. You ungrateful little creature. I give you my patience, my attention, my love, and you think you can just leave? I didn't have to, you know. I could have just eaten you whenever I liked, but instead, I gave you time to understand, time to accept what was happening. I gave you a choice. You, an unremarkable little nothing of an existence, whom no one would even notice was missing if I'd just taken you as I pleased. Dreaming away about endless possibilities, never having to worry about permanent consequences ever again, about choosing wrong. A little world all on your own inside your head. I offered it all to you, gave you the choice to join me and have it all, and you refused. You said you'd rather die, didn't you? And yet here you are, trying to get back on your choices, only to continue to reject me, to reject my love. So foolish, so ungrateful. Just like the others, you didn't even know what you want. Another bundle of contradictions. You wish for solitude, yet you fear being left alone. You fear being forgotten, undesired, unloved. And yet, even though I love you and desire you, even though I promised to never forget you, even though I am the only one willing to ever leave you, you still reject me. Stupid little child, I'm done waiting. You do not get a second chance. You made your choice, and you will accept the consequences of that choice. You're going to stay here with the rest of these ingrates. Forever. Haven't you ever heard of changing your mind? Such a thing doesn't erase your original decision. It's been permanently etched into reality. Do you think yourself so important that you are above facing the truth of reality? No, but that doesn't mean I can't do my best to make things right. I'm still here, aren't I? That means I can always make more choices. Better choices. You gave yourself to me. You are already part of me. This might be your pathetic little delusion, but don't forget that I'm the one in control here, human. Oh yeah, that's right. Those twisted choices in my dreams were all you, weren't they? We help. Running and a dream.exe. What's persist? What are they doing? What are you doing, useless traitors? Stop! You think it's about time I start making my own choices? Oh, I think it's about time I start making my own choices. Persist. Stop! I'm back in the alley. It's not here. Good. I think think I need to get home. I step forward out of the alley. This is gonna take some getting used to. I step forward towards the entrance of the thankfully empty alley. And I'm almost out of this place. Almost home. When suddenly. You're not going anywhere. Go right. Owie. Don't give in to it. I don't plan on it. Persist. Okay, here we go. We gotta go left. Okay, great. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. Persist. Go back. Go left. Great. Persist. So go back. Go right. Go home. Damn it, it overrode my choice. Where the hell do I go? Go to the dog park. Anyway, right here. Go left. Great. Persist. Go to the carnival. Go left. Great. One of these times left is bound to work. Persist. Go watch a movie. Go to the old theater. Go right. Great. Persist. Go to the movie. Old theater. Go back. Fuck it was left this time. Movie. Old theater. Left. Go back. Fuck me. Did I open something else again? It's been so long since I accidentally opened something. Please let me. Movie. Old theater. Go left. Go right. Go left. Go left again. Fuck me. I know I'm not giving into it. Movie. Old theater. Left. Right. Left. Back. Fuck. God damn it, this boss fight sucks ass. Left. Right. Left. Right. Crap, a dead end. Stop running. Go back. You said it was a dead end. Old theater. Left. Right. Left. Right. Go right. Go left. Go right. Well, hop doodly doo. Don't give into it. Yes, I know. I don't plan on giving into it. Left. Right. Left. Right. Right. Left. Stand back. Get back here. Go to the carnival. Go right. Go back. Fuck. I plan on keeping going. Don't worry. Go to the carnival. Go back. Was it right? It might have been right. Go to the carnival. Go right. Go left. I'm gonna fucking kill someone. Go right. Go back. Oh, I see. So go left. Whatever side the claw's on. Oh, okay. New cinema. Go right. Go back. Go left. Go right. Go back. Go left. Go right. Okay, here we go. Dog park. That's it. Go back. Go back again. Go left. Go right. Go right. Go right again. Go left. Go back. Hey, we did them all. There we go. Did I do it? Thread unraveling. Many us escape. Many free now. It losing us. Losing strength. Your escape possible now. No, you are mine. We go ahead. We go free. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you too, all of you. I won't forget you. They were right. My choice is back. Go home. No! Go right. Go left. Come back. Go back. I did what you said. Go right. Come back. Go left. Please. Go right. Don't leave me. Go left. I'll die without you. Go right. That sounds very yandere of you, not gonna lie. I'll die. Go right. I'll die. Push forward. Wait. Wait. I'm back. Back where it all began. The alley. In the cardboard box. At the back of the alley. Is something. There you are. You look nothing almost impossibly cute cat I met. Well, what feels like a lifetime ago. After escaping and releasing the wills of your old victims, all that's left to do now is an inky black blob seething up at me. The endless hatred pouring out of your singular eye. Doesn't scare me at all. Do not take this cat home. Don't leave. You're mine. No, I'm not. You took them away. They were mine, and now they're gone. And you took them away. You took everything from me. They weren't yours either. Alone. You never had to be. If you were lonely, you could have just been their friend. But you didn't want friendship. They left because you tricked them, kidnapped them, hurt them. You stole their lives, their time, never to get any of them back. You brought this on yourself. Do not take this cat home. You are perfect. I'm not. You are. Don't need the others. Just need you. Stay with me. I won't. Can't give you anything. Can be everything for you. No, you can't. You can't even before. Definitely can't now. Even if you could give me everything, I ever wanted more, I'd still never stay. Do not take this cat home. I love you. No, you don't. I do. So much. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. It's very yonder right now. Stop. Maybe you do love me. In some strange, screwed up way I'll never understand, but even if that's the case, it's not enough. Please, don't go. I'll be good. I don't believe you. I promise. I can't trust you. I promise. Just don't leave. Just don't leave me alone, please. I'll die. I'll die without you. Do not take this cat home. I hate you. Now that I can believe. There's nothing left to say. And it does indeed die right here now. I watch in silence as the cat, as it, fades into nothing. Goodbye. With all those guns around the alley, I turn. And leave. Ending 38. Do not. Wait, that was only ending 38? Today's been surprising. Yeah. Pleasantly so. The day off started with immediately the crummy weather led me to the old theater, where I enjoyed a movie by myself. My laughter filled up the empty theater. I arranged out by the time the movie was over. And as much as good mood, I hopped to the not-so-new cinema, not to watch another movie, but to play around in the arcade, earning a few high scores. Why couldn't I do that in the base game? With the gamer in me awakened, I went to the carnival to play some more, and was humbled fairly quickly. But I did manage to win a small stuffed animal at the ring toss booth. The design is questionable, and I freaking love it. The rides weren't so bad either. I got inducted into a group for a bit while waiting in the line of the Ferris wheel, bonding over our shared mistrust of the carnival game vendors. I even shared a carriage on the Ferris wheel with a few of them, and exchanged numbers before we parted ways. I don't know if I'll ever see you again, or if they will call me. Even if they, oh my god, I cannot speak today. Or even if I have to call them, or even if I have it in me to call any of them, but having the option to do so is nice. It feels nice. This is unlike Hush Hush. I have to read every line out. My voice can't take this. Baby steps. After all, even a tiny bit of interaction, though fun, exhausted me. So I went to recharge at the dog park, feeling rejuvenated at the sight of dogs, old, young, big, and small, all running around, happy and carefree. A few of the owners even let me take pictures. Yeah, today was a good day. I don't think about the cat or it, I guess, all that much these days. It was hard at first. In the immediate days and weeks that followed, what happened to me was all I could think about. They were days I blamed myself, days I questioned my choices. I backed to the alleyway more times than I could admit. The feeling that always went through me at the sight of that empty cardboard box was so indescribable, or so overwhelming. I had sometimes break down and cry right where I stood. It took a while, but eventually the strange emotion became clearer and clearer, until I had the courage to recognize it for what it was. Relief. I've been afraid to feel it for so long, terrified to let my guard down. But the sense of relief finally returned. Relief that it was gone. Relief that I was free to live my life. However, simply or extraordinarily, I wished the ones it had imprisoned had never heard their voices again either. I never heard their voices again either. But that's for the best. Living here and now, never forgetting what they did for me. And what I did for them, too. For now, I think that's good enough. At least I hope so. And now, wherever they are, they're finally at peace. I'm fighting for my own peace, too. One day at a time. One tomorrow after another. Very bright. Oh, it's slowly fading between things. I was wondering what was happening, so I clicked to speed it up. Oh my god. So much saliva in my mouth from talking so much. Finally, I head home to my little apartment. One bedroom, one bathroom, and one me living in it, alone. Well, almost anyway. I'm home, baby! A little kitten flails as it awkwardly runs over and meows up at me. I kneel down looking fondly at its hazel green eye. The poor thing had been hurt and starving when I found it a few weeks ago. But it certainly got its energy back after a little food and care. Did you miss me? Hungry, huh? Me too, it's been a long day. I smile helplessly at its cute little face. Let's find something to eat, okay? Well, I guess there's one more thing living in my home. And at least for now, I wouldn't have it any other way. Ending NA, another day. That was Do Not Take the Cat Home. Right? That's the name of the game? Yeah, do not take this cat home. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I hope you all enjoyed, and we'll look at the credits. We'll let the credits roll. Uh-huh. No, fuck. Oh, thank you for thanking me. The end. Oh, the cat's gone, and the continue button's gone. And the loads button's gone. But now we have every single ending in the game, baby. The game is finished. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the game, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.